All right. Recap? We don't need no stinking recap. And we're live. Hey, folks. Glad you could join us tonight. Hi, Diamond. See you out there. Thanks for tuning in tonight. It's Delta Green, Impossible Landscapes, here with the United Adventure Company. Thank you so much. So much. Oh, yes. You hear that? That's our rabid fans cheering us along. We're so glad that you could join us here tonight. Thank you so much. And thanks to Goodfella ZK, Gina Ramimo, and Neb Almighty for the recent follows this past week. Thank you so much for clicking that follow button and getting the hype train going for us earlier in the week. That was awesome. Lots of stuff over on the YouTube channel too. Lots of comments starting to roll in over there. Lots of people watching this series and are really, really loving it. So good job to the players and to the handler for putting together a great story for us. This has been a lot of fun. Only one death so far, but that may change. As
night is young.
As when we tuned out, there was a needle trying to go through a window and an agent at a phone booth, and yeah, it was a little crazy when we left last week. We have the holiday stream coming up. We know what games we're playing. We just don't know exactly when we're playing them yet. So don't forget about that. What else? Oh, Jinkies. We're going to be playing Jinkies probably Saturday morning. We may put a call out for a couple more players just in case, we have some alternate slots available. So Jinkies will be a lot of fun. And Lindsay is gearing up to run another Delta Green campaign for us on, when are we doing those?
Fridays, but they're not going to be streamed because we've got a player who is anti-streaming. So
yes,
that's fun though.
Yep. So we could maybe do some.
It takes some pressure off of me because that one is going to be a beast. So
yeah, we're doing Jack Frost. So, and apparently it's a pretty big beast, but we won't be streaming that one. Sorry, y'all, but we have to, rule by consensus. If everybody's not on board, then that's just the way it is. We want to respect everyone's wishes when it comes to streaming. Not everybody's down for the camera, so that's cool. What else? Anything else, gang? Maybe I should mute my phone so you don't hear all those chimes. I think that's it. I don't have anything else. Who wants to start the recap?
Yeah.
Notice how I didn't volunteer for that?
So we got taken to a safe house.
Oh, yeah.
In a field that has been already harvested. Windowless for the most part, seemed like. Pretty run down, but functional.
Hunting lodge.
Not a shack. definitely not
rooms.
a shack. Yeah. Anybody feel free to jump in with details. I'm going to go broad strokes here. The chronology gets a little confusing after that because we're all splitting up. On our end of things, I got left behind. So tried exploring the area a little bit, looked to see if we could find farmhouses, transportation, not finding a lot of anything. There are some hunters in the area, so if worse comes to worse, if we got to get out of here, one of them's probably got a car. May or may not be willing to let us borrow it, but that's irrelevant at this point. Now,
It will be. Don't worry.
yeah, exactly. They'll, as long as we get the drop on them first.
So we also have Henry with us.
Oh, it's Henry Lunding, yes.
Henry Lunding, who last week when we opened up, we were in the library. So we have Henry Lunding with us, and he has revealed a lot of information, pretty good amount. He wants to try and reintegrate into society, which is going to be difficult for
He's
obvious
7 feet tall.
reasons.
That's one.
7 feet tall, distinctive appearance, lack of pulse. I'm betting. Just saying, a little unclear. but I'd say a real good possibility he is a corpse. He did acknowledge being dead. And then from there, we didn't send. We got drunk, got a little high. And then Union and Ursine went to town.
Riding on a pony. No, we went to town to gather supplies and to reserve the room at the library so that we could set up and see if we could make our way back to New York via the doorway that was in the library that Henry Lunding used to enter, or we presume that he used to enter. We didn't actually see him. He wasn't there, then he was there, and there's a doorway.
Well,
so
yeah, we managed to make a doorway through from France. So
That's true.
Ursine and Undine had a door that opened in that library.
And upon investigating around the library, we found a copy of A World Without Doors in the library. So we've kind of put together that book's been in a couple of places that we've been that have created doors. So maybe this is a way. But on the way back from the library, we picked up a tale. And Agent Dylan Harper and 3 of his crony buddies following Agent Ursine and I, we decided to return to a populated area, hoping that maybe they wouldn't, try anything suspicious in a populated area, and send a page to Agent Undine. Basically 911 emergency incoming hostiles kind of page, wherein I failed miserably at my drive roll and rolled a 100, and luckily had only rolled my window down a little bit as Dylan Harper went in for a stab, and Ursine saw something in the telephone booth.
Yes, a small child with a gold appearance and robe that was shushing me.
Perfect. Yes, and we'll pick up right there. I rolled to see how this hypodermic needle that is because the window's not very open, but you did roll a critical failure, so he manages to kind of work his hand in, and you feel like the needle go in to your, well, probably not your neck, your shoulder's probably closer there, but you feel that puncture and the plunger go down.
Do I have a reaction, or?
I was kind of including that in the 100, but yeah, let's go into Dex order with everyone.
Okay.
How's everybody at their Dex? I got some new peeps in.
12.
Okay.
17.
Damn.
I beg your pardon.
17 it says on my character.
All right.
I mean, I was 17 intelligence, so I really shouldn't be.
It checks out. All right, yeah, go
Gotta
ahead.
be nimble on those power lines, man.
Well, Agent Union, then you are up front. You see Dylan has managed to do that. He's kind of let go, but his hand is still in the car window. There's just the needle sticking out of your shoulder.
Yeah, shotgun out of the center console, thumb on the trigger, and just firing.
All right, roll a get a plus 40 on your firearms for that.
That's a
Since he is both
yeah.
there,
and that's the new shotgun. Is there anything special about that?
No, there's nothing.
So a plus 40 gives me a 100 on my skill, on my shotgun skills. So.
Yeah, go ahead and roll it anyway.
Okay. Wait, that's the one that gave me 100 last week. I'm not rolling those.
Shotguns in the system, don't they give you a ridiculous damage roll at close range?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a 2d8.
You
Okay.
also might
Range,
crit.
yeah.
You also might crit.
Did not crit, but it is a success. So
All right, roll 2d8 as you pretty much go deaf inside the car.
I'm not worried
As
about
the-
hearing right now. Yeah. Bloom. 11.
All right. I think at that point you shatter the window and you see Agent Harper just knocked back in onto the ground.
Serves him right.
Yeah, he's missing his jaw, we'll say, pretty much. It is grisly, to say the least. And yeah, you have that dull, like, the sound is gone at this point. It's the movie theater equivalent of, the bomb goes off and you're quiet. Agent Undine, you hear it as well as you hear the shotgun blast. Ursine. Yes, you hear the shotgun blast go off in the car. What do you do?
All right, so Harper got out, stabbed George. The other three were still in their car, right? Or did they get out too?
They are still in the car.
Okay. All right. So I think then what I'm going to do is I am going to run around the car to I'm going to run around the car to the driver's side door, open the door, and get over.
Okay, so you're getting back in the car with Union.
Yeah, I am going to try to get in the driver's seat and shoo him over off of the driver's seat.
What? I get it.
Because I don't know that he's been stabbed, but I know that he can't hear anything because he just shot a dude. So.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, because basically the muzzle was like right here when it went off.
Yeah, I think it's reasonable to assume he's going to be dazed.
Yeah, I think that's pretty safe. Yeah, you gotta hurry on over there to get to that, to push him out of the way a little bit. And you can see the car a bit of ways, a few parking spots away. The doors are opening and they're taking a crouch perimeter and pulling out weapons. We are back up to Union.
So yeah, I will roll out of the way, cycle the shotgun, and shut the door on the passenger side, and let's get rolling. Yeah.
Whew.
All right. Undine, what are you doing?
Well, Ursine is going to...
Ursine, damn it. This vacation, I tell
like
you what.
A grandparent that can't remember their kids' names.
My dad did that too. What's that mean?
So yeah, I'm jumping in the driver's seat, and I know he left the car running because we figured there was a good chance I was going to have to duck and dive back in the car. And I am going to go ahead and book it out of there.
All right. Yeah, make a drive check.
Oh, this isn't going to go well.
Yeah.
Can't go any worse than mine did.
Oh my god! I actually passed. That I rolled an 8. Oh, 8.
All
Yes.
right. So you're able to kind of screech, and as you're pulling out, you see the gunfire raking the cars next to you. A few car alarms start to go off. You can see out the side. You stepped over the body of Agent Harper, who I suppose you wouldn't know the name of, but you hopped in the car. You guys are screeching out of the parking lot, and you can see they're getting back in their car as well to give chase.
Oh boy. All right. George, can you hear? Can you hear anything?
Not what? I could probably make out what you're.
Where do we need to be going? And I'm yelling, hoping that he'll be able to make it out.
It sounds like, ooh, that's what it sounds like. So yeah, I'll seeing that we're gonna be chased, I will kind of try to point directions for us to follow. So as we get out of the parking lot, it's I'm trying to point the directions to go.
Yeah, and it's you're pointing directions, Agent Union, and
He's probably shouting them. Let's
Yeah.
be
That's true.
fair. Like, because he can't hear them. You know, it's like when people have headphones on and they can't hear themselves, so they start shouting at everybody.
Yeah.
Probably
And-
like that, I imagine.
Yeah, how long is that going to last, by the way?
Probably. There's something. Don't worry too much about it.
Okay, don't worry about that right now.
Because,
I'm probably going to die anyway, so it
Something's
doesn't
about to
matter.
happen.
Yeah, you're both making drives. Where are you trying to point, George? Are you trying to just point around the city? Are you trying to point back to base? What's your navigational goal here?
My navigational goal would be to, one, get us away from first and foremost, get us away from any innocent civilians in the parking lot. So I don't want to.
Yep.
I don't want to have a firefight around civilians, and then out of town, kind of heading towards the base. Because if we come in hot and they hear us coming, hopefully they'll know something's up. Go in with the horn, honk, 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 honk.
All right, go ahead and make a. I think they call it navigate. I don't have a character sheet in
Yes,
front of me.
they
Yes,
do.
thank
This
you.
is not going to go well.
Make a navigate roll. Yeah.
Oh no, no.
Oh yeah,
53 out of
Yeah,
10.
nobody.
76 out of 51. How throw those dice away?
Yeah, they're on your tail through a few of these streets. You're making turns. You're shouting directions. And Agent Union, you're starting to fall asleep. Oh, you're getting kind of tired there. And eventually you just kind of slump over and the shotgun kind of, clatters against the car floor.
Great. I didn't even get a driving shot off out the window.
Yeah, they're tailing, but they're not like necessarily catching up at the moment. Agent Ursine, you've got a sleepy co-driver.
Mm-hmm. And I really have no idea where we're going. I want to go back to the base, but I have a feeling that I won't find the place.
Yeah. So they don't look like they're trying anything fancy to catch up with you. They're really just trying to stay on your tail. What do you do?
So the seed and feed thing,
Mhm.
I didn't hear that. I think that was something
Correct.
that, okay, yeah.
Yep.
Well, I think that for the time being, I will probably drive around in circles hoping that I can find the way or look and see anything that looks familiar and, use that to get back to the base. Which, with a 10 navigate, I don't see that happening.
Yeah. Go ahead and make a check. Make a navigate or just intelligence if you want to try and
Intelligence.
Yeah,
I have
just
a much better chance at that. All right. 4 on intelligence roll. That's
Okay.
what I was rolling against. So yeah.
Well, there you go. You think as you're kind of making a turn, you see something that looks familiar. You think if you could follow it, you could get back to the cabin. Like you kind of hit that part where you're like, oh yeah, the lumberjack statue. I can take a left past there. That's where we were. It was at night, but I think maybe I can get back there. But they're still on your tail. Are you going to lead them or try and do something to get them away?
I don't have a whole lot of confidence in my driving, so I don't think I'm going to try anything crazy, because if I do, I'm probably just going to wreck. So I know that, or I hope that Undine got the 911 text, and I am just going to roll in and just hope for the best.
All right. So we will cut from you kind of going down these trees. This car is behind you, getting closer and closer, it seems like. Agents Undine and Agent Updraft, you just got a pager text of essentially SOS, danger. What do you guys do?
Yeah, sounds like they're coming for us.
So Updraft, he's lived this life. So he immediately is going to kind of consider the area and set an ambush. And the goal here, and he's going to talk to Undine about it. I'm just going to tell him, like, all right, so I'm going to set up an L-shaped ambush. I want you here. You use the building as cover, and then I'm going to set up over here so that when they pull in, we both have a line of sight on it.
How far away is town?
Too far.
Yeah, what did we say last time? Do you recall, Agent Union?
I think it was like 10 miles outside of town, I think is what I said.
Okay.
It's a pretty good haul.
Yeah, especially for wood driving where you can't really go too fast.
Yeah.
So they're either on their way already, or they'll be coming in front of whoever's coming after us. So feasibly, we have 8 to 10 minutes of prep time. What have we got materials wise?
Hunting lodge material, you have some probably loose timber, tarps are around. If you can think of something, throw it out there, and if it's too crazy, we'll just do a luck check.
We got nails and a hammer.
Yeah, I would think so.
Is it flat where we are except for this shack, basically?
Is Idaho flat?
No, this is in the mountains.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
No. So.
All right, I go inside and start breaking up wooden stuff to make various strips of wood at various lengths. Start hammering.
All right. Henry just is kind of looking at the two of you. What do you want me to do? What's going on?
Updraft, we got any extra weapons?
Yeah, we've got at least a rifle, a pistol, and a shotgun. Because that's what I brought, plus your pistol. Yeah. So if we give him, I'm going to look at him and be like, you go with the shotgun? You all right with that? You a big old dude.
I did like skeet shooting once.
That's sufficient.
Yeah, it's basically the same thing.
And he holds it. The thing gets kind of dwarfed in his mitts a little bit, but
Yeah.
I get the idea.
Yeah. All right. So explain. So here's how I see it happening is Updraft setting up over probably if there's a tree that he could get a stable platform to operate from, that's what he would use. But if he can't use that, then he's going to be on the ground at an elevated point, and he'll be laying, prone so they can't see him. Anticipating the car that we know to pull up, and the car that we don't know, or cars that we don't know, to pull up behind them and either pull left or right. I'm anticipating they're going to pull on the passenger side. So I'm going to set up on where the passenger side would be.
All right.
And and if a car that we don't know shows up, we'll be taking aim as soon as I can see them, and probably just going to go ahead and kill whoever gets out. And shouldn't nobody know we're here.
After a couple minutes, I come out with armloads of wooden strips with nails in them, and I start putting them on the far side of any cover in the front yard. Like I'll go up to a tree that someone can take cover behind. I'll place a strip down. I'll cover it up with leaves or whatever nutrients I can. So as much as possible, I'm going to try to do area denial on every piece of hardcover in the front yard, far side of the cover.
Okay. Smart. Home Alone ain't got nothing on you two. All right. And then where are you kind of situating yourself? Because I'm envisioning we got Updraft kind of in position by a tree. passenger side, kind of where he's envisioning them stopping. Where are you hanging out?
If there's a wood pile out back, I'll take a tarp and I'll incorporate myself into the wood pile that is now covered partially by a tarp.
Okay. Yeah, go ahead and roll a stealth.
Okay.
Both of you, actually, just to see how well you're hiding. Do it at a plus 20 as well.
Okay. Let's see. Ooh, nope. I got an 80. Oh, plus 20 will make it 61. I still don't think that's enough, though. Let's see. Nope, not by a long shot. Not a failure. I mean, it failed, but not a.
Yeah,
crit.
yeah.
It's a pass. I'm
Okay.
almost positive. Stealth. Yep. Yep. Also, rule of cool.
Yeah, no, it's cool, but I also need to know who they're going to be able to see first.
Well, I
all
am
right.
behind the house, so.
Oh, yeah, fair enough. Well, they won't see you right away.
Right.
And you think you might be hidden.
Maybe.
Maybe. The tarp's kind of the tarp's betraying you a little bit,
Yep.
perhaps. All right. Agent Ursine, you are getting through the woods ahead of them. They're kind of keeping a close tail on you. They don't seem to be being more aggressive. Agent Union is snoozing away in the seat next to you. Yep.
Drool coming out of his mouth.
All right.
Yeah, you see the cabin approaching ahead of you, or the hunting shack, rather. How are you getting into that area?
All right. So I am going to drive as fast as I feel like I comfortably can. Does this road stop at the hunting cabin, or does it keep going? I would imagine it stops there, right?
Probably stops. I think that
Yeah.
makes sense.
So I am going to roll up in there as fast as I can, hit the brakes, and try to make a fancy move with the car to kind of swerve behind some trees or some cover
Okay.
out there.
All right, I heard a fancy move, so let's see that
This is-
drive roll. Yeah.
This is not going to go well. No, it did not go well. I failed.
Okay, just a failed. I think with that, you're doing like a fancy move. You think maybe I can get behind the shack, and you end up kind of not making it all the way, right? You think like, oh, I could do this cool spin, and it just you kind of lurch against it. Both of you go ahead and take a damage as you're just knocked about, especially Agent Union.
All right.
And you can see the car is coming up behind pretty fast. In fact, you do the spin, and they're just going to try and ram your car.
Okay.
So let's see how they do.
Hit the house. Hit the house.
They don't crit fail. In fact, the two of you in the car, go ahead and there's not really a dodge roll you make if you're in a car and
Nope.
I'm wearing
Yeah.
a seatbelt.
yeah.
Well, I mean, we both are, but that's not going to help too much.
1995 didn't have side impact airbags, so
Yeah, go ahead and roll a d6 on top of this as they manage to get underneath your car and kind of flip it onto its side against the building with a critical success. And yeah, you both kind of slump over in it.
All right.
But you do have cover now from the bottom of the car.
Okay.
and yeah, I'm not going to say that because I don't want to give him any ideas.
Ideas are being had. It looks like they're pulling to a halt. Agent Updraft and Undine, what's your dex again?
10.
10.
Dex is 13.
13. All right. Well, we will go from the top then. Oops. With Agent Undine. You are still awake.
Why would I be asleep?
You're not asleep, in fact. Go ahead and take your turn as you see this car kind of skidding to a halt.
Okay, so the car skids to a halt and hits the house beside me, and then there's a time between that when the other car hits it. Is that what
Yep,
you're saying?
There's
Okay.
not a lot of time, but yeah, they're basically hit, it's flipped, and they're skidding to a halt right now.
Oh, the flipped car is skidding to a halt. Okay, so what I'll do, since they've already impacted the back of the vehicle, they've slammed forward. That probably did not go the way they planned either. I'll take advantage of that to come out from behind the flipped car, firing at the windshield.
All right. Go for it.
Let's see here.
The two in the back seat are diving for cover, I think, as they see you
Yep.
pull it out there.
Let's see here. It's a 40%. All right. Yep, I got a 25.
Oh, nice. Go ahead and roll damage against that.
And I had that written down. Where did I put it?
I want to say 2d8.
That sounds right. I placed it somewhere. Oh, here it is. It's 1d10 plus 2 for a 45 ACP.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Yes.
1d10 plus 2. I knew I had it somewhere. Let's see, clear one of those out. That. I got 8 points of damage.
Ooh. Yeah, you see one of them in the back seat kind of jerks, like he got shot, but is still up and moving. You can see they look like as their car is getting to a halt, they're gonna hop out and start returning fire. Agent Ursine.
All right. So in my mind's eye, I'm seeing the car is like flipped up on its side, right? And the driver's side in my mind's eye is what is up on top.
Yeah, correct.
So I am kind of like held in place by the seat belt, and George is underneath me. I am going to go ahead and release the seat belt and fall on George. And I'm going to be going for that shotgun, assuming that, you know, if it was in the floorboard, it's probably still sort of in the front part of the car where I can get it. So that's what I'm doing.
All right, do a quick search check, and we will jump a little out of order because I forgot to do it. Agent Union, you do wake up from this kind of concussive hit or whatever. You're pretty groggy at the moment, but you are aware. You can feel the shotgun being lifted next to you by Agent Ursine.
Hey, at least he wasn't tensed up. That works out really well in a car crash.
It does. I will groggily just kind of turn my head to see who it is that's taking the shotgun, and if I'm aware enough to recognize that it's Ursine, I'll let them take it. And I guess I will try to release myself too from the seatbelt and kind of get a bearing what's going on, and maybe climb into the back seat, because they're going to expect me, if I can kind of go through the between the driver and passenger seat, or is it a full bench?
No, I think we'll have a driver and passenger. I think that makes sense. As you're kind of thud to the ground, crawl over it as you're going. And that's about the time that the guns start to fire from the car that was chasing. The first one, the first couple, in fact, are going to be firing at Agent Undine, who they just saw take a pretty good chunk out of one of their individuals. You are behind cover, so you have an advantage here. Where the heck is that? Oh, dear. You are seeing like the wood pile around you is being splintered and just chipped apart by machine gun fire as they're kind of ripping into it. And the last one starts firing at the car. The back windshield shatters out on top of Agent Union as you're crawling in there, but no damage as yet. Agent Updraft, what are you doing?
I'm going to shoot one of them. They're both standing out. I can see both of them.
Yeah, they kind of, the way I'm envisioning this, they just kind of bailed off to the sides, and the driver too is all their car doors are open and they're just getting behind them and firing.
Okay, yeah, that's kind of what I was expecting. Whichever one is nearest me.
Okay. Probably the driver's side. They kind of flip the UE a little bit.
Yeah, pull a little bit of a fancy drive success.
Yeah, like a critical success.
Like a critical success. So yeah, whichever one that is, if that's the driver, then it's going to be the driver. But when I shoot him, well, hold on. What is a called shot? 40?
40 for a headshot. 20, I think, for a lot of other ones.
Okay. So no, I'm just going to shoot him. I don't care. Doesn't matter to me that much.
Yeah.
So
basically, a headshot would give you automatic crit.
Yeah. Well, it's also for it's all about breaking the other guy's morale.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's a 1. I rolled a 1.
A 1. Okay. Yeah, that's a critical. Go ahead and roll your damage and double it.
All right. So, what was the damage for a rifle? Was that a 2d8? Balin, do you remember?
Dean, yeah.
For a rifle?
Yeah.
I don't have it handy in front of me. I'll look it up though.
I'm sorry.
So rude. So rude. It should be on your. I've got a hand-to-hand weapon. Do you want to just use a hand-to-hand weapon? Light rifle is a 1d12.
What caliber is it?
Yeah.
It's probably gonna be 30-06.
Yeah, if it's not a rifle, at least be 30-06 some degree.
Yeah.
I defer to the experts on whether that is a light or a submachine gun.
Equipment, small arms. Here we go. Getting closer.
Yeah, it's
Rifles.
page 97. So you're firing at these 3.
There we go.
Just roll a die. It's gonna be a 1 either way. It's all good. Don't worry about it.
What the hell? No, hold on. There's gotta be something wrong here.
Yeah, I've got a light rifle at 1d12. A heavy rifle is a 1d12 plus 2.
That would be it.
That would be it. Okay.
That would be it.
Yeah,
All right.
roll a d12.
So 5 plus 2 would be 7.
7 doubled to 14.
Yep.
Yeah, you see this thing like blows away this guy's neck, basically, and he falls away, even with the cover on him and the damage reduction. It's enough that he's in the dirt, dead. So you've just got the 2 agents in the back seats now. Agent Union, it is back to you.
I'm just gonna draw my pistol since I can't get to my other shotgun, which is with updraft. And I'm gonna whack them all up out of the back seat window. It's probably smashed out in the. Ooh, did the back window smash out?
Yes, the back
So,
window of your car smashed
I'm
out.
gonna go out the back window and use the trunk area for cover, pop out, and take a shot at one of these guys.
All right, take this shot.
They mean me harm. That is a near miss. Not
A
quite.
near miss.
Yeah, 64 out of 60.
Yeah, I mean, you definitely got the car door. I think, again, rule of cool. You definitely got the car door. It made a cool ping sound.
Yep.
Agent Undine, we're back to you.
Okay, let's see. Who seems to be the deadliest target? We got two guys with submachine guns in the back
Yep.
seat. Have they gotten out yet?
They are, they're out of the car, kind of using the doors as cover.
Okay, so let's see. If I'm standing in front of the car and they've got the doors open,
The driver's side is completely like that guy's donezo. So you basically just have one on each side of the car at this point.
okay.
I'm kind of envisioning the passenger side closer to you. I'm envisioning that's the one you hit before as well.
Okay, well, I'll continue firing at someone on that side, trying to keep the houses and the wood piles cover. I don't want to come out of cover. Let's see here. Let me make a roll. 28. Let's see.
Right.
10 plus
You guys are rocking and rolling.
7 that time.
All right. 7. All right. Yeah, you still get him. It seems like that's he takes it is another one. It's not quite as bad as last time, but he's looking like you can see the red starting to spread in a couple places. He's hurting. Down to Agent Ursine.
All right. So I'm going to follow George, and I'm going to crawl out that back windshield. And he's already firing around the one side of the vehicle, so I am actually going to start making my way back towards the front of the vehicle. And then try to get a look around from that side.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you can still see the two of them. You see one of them. You probably can't really tell which side is hurt more, but you can definitely see there is a body on the driver's side and then two behind them from there.
Okay. Do I have time to take a shot, or will that be my next turn?
No, you can take a shot if you're not
All right.
spending this time aiming. Yeah.
Yeah. That's a miss.
All right. Yeah, another windshield blows out. You can see they're getting pelted with stuff. And what you see is Agent the one near Agent Undine starts again to fire at him. You trying to dodge or anything there, Undine? Dive for cover.
Yep. If I see him
Okay.
aiming at me, I'll go ahead and jump. Let's see.
Go ahead and roll
Let's see. Got a 40.
a dodge. That'll be your turn, but at least
17.
you'll- All right, that beats his roll of 9. So yeah, you again feel this wood plank kind of blow up behind you as you dive for cover.
Awesome.
The other one, Agent Union, you see they're leveling at you to shoot. Are you? diving
Yeah,
for cover
I'll
yourself? Yeah.
duck back behind the
Yeah, you're
trunk.
pretty much there already. I'm kind of imagining, but yeah, roll and see.
Well, 53. I'm not rolling well tonight at all.
Well, luckily for you, he's not either.
Good.
As your car is getting blown to hell. Yeah, so there's this gunfire erupting in the woods. And you see the back trunk of their car open. And a man steps out wearing a gas mask and cocks a shotgun. And
There it
is
is.
turning around towards the group. Agent Updraft.
Yeah, we're gonna kill that guy. He's gonna die. He's gonna
Yeah.
die.
We've
Yeah.
seen him before, right?
Yep.
Yep.
I'll
Yep.
Do I have a chance during all this chaos that as he steps out to scream out, that's Bristol? just one word. Bristol!
You definitely can. And you see the neck on this thing snaps towards you. But it is Updraft, yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So, am I getting any bonuses from being up above. Am I getting any bonuses for my positioning or the ambush, the way it's set up, or anything like that?
At the moment, it's more of just they're not
That's fine.
doing that.
Yeah,
But
they just can't see me. All right, it's a miss.
a miss. All right.
That's not how you kill people, Updraft.
Be all right.
Maybe he'll step on one of Undyne's punji traps.
It's I mean, it's an
Chance.
80 on a 50, so it probably just went wide. Probably hit the car.
Yeah. The car is really getting shot to hell. Agent Union, it's back up to you. You dodged behind cover last turn, so that is that.
Yep.
You're hiding out. Agent Undine, same. So we're back up to Ursine.
Reloading at that point too.
Yeah.
All right. So this shotgun has a capacity of 5. We've had 2 shots fired, so I've got 3 more. I am gonna take a shot at the guy in the gas mask because I don't like the way that looks.
Yeah, that's fair.
And I hit him.
All right, go ahead and roll damage then.
All right, and with the shotguns, it's 2d8, right?
Correct.
That's correct. Okay.
Yeah.
Let me find some d8s. Here we go. That is 12.
12 damage. All right. You do there's a shotgun blast from behind this, and yeah, you see the body holding the shotgun that just got out of the trunk was lifting its head like it was sniffing the air, just takes it in the chest and falls down onto the ground. The other 2 that are firing, they don't have a vantage point anymore on Union and Undine, so they're going to fire on Ursine. But you sorry, my roller disappeared on me. Do you want to dive behind cover for your next turn?
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead and roll for that.
All right, that is a dodge.
I believe
Oh.
so.
That's not going to go very well, probably.
If I'm messing up the dive for cover rules, I apologize.
Oh, I actually got that. 21, yes.
You guys are nuts because he succeeded, but not better than that. So yeah, you also kind of hunkered next to Union as you feel the tire back there blow out from their shot. The other one is he doesn't have a target really, other than Agent Updraft. He saw you shooting from the trees.
Okay.
Are you just staying put?
Yep.
All right.
You're not going to roll out of the tree and
Dip,
Nope.
duck, dive.
land on one of Undine's
I'll-
punji traps because he didn't
I
see you.
I will trust that him shooting above his own head at a distance into cover is going to be difficult enough.
I'm just gonna do. Okay, so you're probably mostly covered there. Yeah, it is in fact with the cover that you have. You feel a tree branch right above you get hit. You get some leaf sprinkling, but you're still good. And you're watching, and another glove comes out of the trunk, and a man wearing a shotgun mask and a trench coat pulls himself out.
Shotgun
and-
mask.
I'm
Or
like, wow,
shotgun.
that's
He's got a shotgun
the
mask.
mental image.
The eyes.
Right?
Yeah.
I see like a
That's
double
awesome.
barrel shotgun
Yeah.
mask.
He's wearing.
Like
he's got
Roger
a gas
Rabbit.
mask in his hands and a shotgun on his face. I don't see what's confusing
Just
about
went
this.
really dark, like anime. All of a sudden,
You haven't heard of Shotgun Man, the hit sequel to Chainsaw? Anyways,
gun face.
yeah,
Gun
that's
face.
that's
Yeah.
pretty cool.
Gun
I'm
face.
down with that. No, he has a gas mask and a shotgun in his hands, and he just pulls himself out of the trunk and appears to kind of look at the body on the ground and is turning around to you for an updraft. It is back to you.
Oh, that guy who shot at me, that was not the way out. So he gonna die. Oh yeah, that's a 30 on a 60. So
Yeah, yeah.
Squish.
Ooh. Oh well on damage.
Roll very well.
Ah, it's only a 3.
A
1d12
3?
plus 2, and you got a 3?
No, I got a 1.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh no.
Oh no, I'm sorry. It was a 3 plus 2. It's a 5. Sorry,
Okay.
it's this dice roller.
Yeah.
I don't have my phone. My battery died.
Yeah, you feel or you see the agent kind of takes it in through the car door into what you think is probably a jacket, like he's wearing a bulletproof vest. But he gets knocked down. You definitely got him. Agent Union, you're back up.
All right, gonna pop back out, and now I see the second gas mask man, huh? So I'm gonna take a shot at him. And son of a bitch, it's a critical failure. 66. My dice
right.
hate me tonight.
All right. Yeah, you take the shot at the second man, and you definitely miss. You actually shoot into the car engine, the other car's engine.
We needed that. We
Yeah,
needed that call.
That's the critical. Yeah, that's the
Damn it.
unfortunate.
Are you shooting with a pistol or
With my
what's your
pistol,
weapon?
yeah.
Yeah,
Heavy
you ain't gonna
pistol.
hurt it.
Okay,
Block
alright.
with that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Radiator, maybe.
Yeah, you're probably fine. It might need some light repairs. Agent Undine.
All right. So, have I been watching these shenanigans with this gas mask guy who?
Oh yes,
keeps-
absolutely.
Looks like
They're-
he's. Is
They're
it the
not
same
trying to
guy?
stay- I mean, it's tough to tell with the gas mask and the trench coat, but could
They're
be.
coming out of the trunk, right?
Yeah.
I've already resigned myself to this kind of stuff. So let's see. Is there a Delta Green agent still running around somewhere?
Yeah, there's two of them still off to the side, but they've both been shot. It's kind of tough to hear right now, but they do look like they're trying to say something back and forth. But you can't. You're not really like close enough, right? You're firing.
Yeah. Well, hey, they're still combatants, so they're going down. Have I got a clear line of sight to them?
Yeah, you can take a shot. They're
All
still behind cover, but
I'll go for it. Let's see.
go for it.
Nope, that's a miss.
All right. Yeah, it's another hits the car door. They wince. Their shouting is kind of getting more up. Agent Ursine.
All right. So from where I'm at, do I have a clear view of either of the Delta Green agents?
Yeah, you can see they're still behind their car doors that are just getting riddled at this point. They're probably hanging off their hinges a little bit. It's not looking like it's giving them very much cover at this point. Basically, Undine's last shot kind of took a hinge, probably.
Okay. All right. Well, I am going to take a shot at. I'm going to assume that they're closer than the new gas mask dude.
Mhm.
So I'm going to take a shot at one of them.
All right. Roll one die.
And that is a 46, which is a pass.
All right. Go ahead and roll damage on that.
All right. Oh, 14.
14 damage.
Shotguns
two
are beasts, dude.
sevens. Two sevens. Man, the dice are loving me tonight. Oh. Okay.
I think that blows the car door onto him, and you just see that, like, the pool of red going out from behind. The second agent now, you can see, is fumbling with a radio that he's got. And you can see him trying to, hit it, and he's shouting something. It sounds like coordinates.
Oh no.
The gas masked individual, however, is doing kind of like almost a nose to the air, and then seems to lock in on the cabin and just starts walking. And if you can imagine, this is in the course of bullets are flying, doesn't seem to give a single shit. And another one starts to come out of the trunk. At this point, go ahead and roll sanity, everyone. For now, it's past the point of, well, somebody could have, maybe they squished in the trunk.
So I said the dice loved me. I just rolled a 99.
Oh, Jesus. I passed that time. Thank God.
I'm scared to roll.
99. This is not going to be good.
Yeah.
Ooh, I got a 2. I got a 2 and a 8. I think that's good. Maybe.
I'm just double checking what this
That's
is.
super close to my sanity, though.
Yeah, roll a d6 if you are seeing these guys popping out. And yeah, if you rolled a crit, just take 6.
Guys
Oh
are
yeah,
like,
that's
So
my,
if you
that's my
pass, roll a
breaking point.
d6.
Yeah, and don't
That's
forget,
past my
you
breaking
can
point.
you can push to a bond if you
Okay,
so desire.
okay. You know what? That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna push to a bond because that's a lot, and I don't want to hit my breaking point right now. So it's D4. Where's the D4?
Yes. Yep. Roll a d4. Lose that much willpower, that much from the bond, and that much from the sanity.
All right. So that's 3.
Okay.
So 3 willpower, 3 from a bond, and then that takes 3 out of the sand roll. I still lose
Correct.
3, which means I still hit my breaking point anyway.
Oh, that's fun.
Oh, all right. Okay.
Okay. So we'll go over exactly what that disorder looks like after this this particular section is completed. Everybody else good on their sanity stuff?
Passed.
Passed.
Yep.
I think I heard a pass. Yeah, you're dealing with it.
No, I didn't
Okay.
pass, but I just lost 2.
Okay, yeah, you're fine. How far away is your breaking? It'll be a surprise. It'll be a fun surprise for everyone. Yeah, but what you're seeing is yes, one of these individuals in the shotgun mask, as we're saying, is going towards the cabin door, and the other is getting out and seems to be, rather than sensing the air, is starting to follow the one that went into the cabin. Agent Updraft.
Henry's got a gun.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there is one Delta Green agent left as well.
The one that I shot before, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
and he is shouting into a walkie-talkie type thing, like a big old phone.
Delta Green would have GPS access.
Probably.
Gulf
Yeah.
War is where it really made its debut as a force multiplier.
Missed.
Yeah, you can see like the flinch as the bullet hits nearby. Agent Union.
Shooting radio guy.
All right.
I have a feeling Mr. Gas Mask is just going to keep coming until we stop the agents. So that is a pass. Woohoo!
All right, roll damage.
Finally.
See if you can shut this guy up before he's, completely gives it out.
That will be 9 damage. Oh wait, that's a D20, not a D12. Sorry.
That seems like
12. I'll take the I'll take
Okay,
the 12
okay.
on the D12.
Yeah, and you can you take the shot and the head pops back, the radio hits the ground with that buzz of static, and the agents that were in the car, like normal people, are all dead at this point. Agent Undine.
Okay.
You see them. Yep, you see one going. Well, you see 2 of them heading towards the cabin. You don't know if there's more.
All right, I'm going to move up to the side of the car near where they are. Because they seem fixated on the house, correct?
Yes, they don't seem to be paying a lot of attention to you.
Is there one dead on the ground?
Yes, there is.
Does he look identical to the others?
With the gas mask on, yeah.
Does he have a shotgun?
Sure does.
Oh ho ho! Now I have a shotgun.
Yeah.
Does he have
you run-
shells?
Yeah. They've got some
Okay.
shelves.
I imagine that's my action: moving up the car, grabbing the shotgun, grabbing the shells.
Yeah. Correct. Yep. You scoop those up. Agent Ursine.
All right. With my last shot, I'm gonna shoot whichever of the gas mask dudes is closest to me.
This seems
right.
like a great idea.
Yeah, well, that's what she would do here. So, and she misses. That's a miss.
Yeah. All right. Goes wide, and it like there's the ruffle of the gas or of the trench coat. Doesn't seem phased by it even a little. And you hear. Let's just see how well this works for. Okay. The door to the cabin gets just kicked open by this thing, and you hear a loud blast from inside, kind of followed by another shotgun from inside the cabin. And the other agent, or the other gas masked individual, is walking up behind them at the door. Agent Updraft, what are you doing?
Updraft is going to shout, "Close the trunk." And he's going to shoot the other upright gas masked individual.
Okay.
Oh, wait. I've got my my dice roller. Yes.
A good
All
dice
right.
roller.
Oh, no. No. That is
No.
a failure.
Bad dice roller.
That is a real bad dice roller.
Oh no.
Oh no! Put it back on the charger. It's not fully reset yet.
It's charged as it's going to get now.
All right. I think the 100 is interesting there. So it won't immediately show up in its effect, but yes, very good. Back up, Agent Union. You're seeing these go in. You're hearing the sounds of shotgun blasts inside.
About the time it gets parallel to me, I'll just pop. No. You know what? At this point, I think there's one that's gone in and one that's about to go in, right?
Yep.
I'm gonna draw my knife and just bum rush this dude and just jump him and try to stab him.
Okay.
He's only like, what, 20, 25 feet from me, probably?
Yeah,
I'm
he's
going
close
Rambo.
enough. Yeah. You
Yeah,
can
I'm going
definitely
total
get up
Rambo
there.
on his ass. So what do
Yeah,
you
go
want me
ahead
to
and
roll
do
for
that at a plus 20.
All right, and that's going to be just a melee weapon attack?
Yeah.
Okay. And that is... How'd you... These fucking dice. I'm telling you, that's an 81 out of 70. Because you gave me a plus 20, and I still failed. How do you
Okay.
fail that?
All right. Well, you do get up right next to him, and you stab, and you kind of feel like the whiff as you see the trench coat cut, but doesn't seem like you actually like hit.
Doesn't feel like there's anything solid in there?
No, it feels solid.
Oh,
You
okay.
can feel
Just
the cut.
Missed
But,
the...
right. Yeah.
Okay.
You missed that. Undine, what are you doing?
How far is the nearest upright gas mask guy?
You went to get a shotgun so you can see the path easily to the cabin. He's well within range.
Okay. Well, it matters with a shotgun. Is it 10
Yeah.
meters or more?
I don't think they would have been that far, so we'll say you're within the
Okay.
shorter one. Yeah.
Gotcha. All right. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to lean across the side of the car and slam the trunk as I'm taking a basically bracing on the trunk. Hopefully that'll work, and then I will take a shot. If not, I'll have to probably sit on the trunk and shoot into it periodically. I could do that. Let's see what I get here on the rolls. Brand new dice here. 37. That's a hit.
All right, go ahead and roll damage.
2d10. Should reroll. 6 and a 16 points of damage.
Oh, all right, and that's with the shotgun as well,
Mhm.
right?
That's
All
the
right.
shotgun. Yep.
Yeah, you see this the secondary one that was walking towards the cabin just kind of gets its back completely from behind.
I blew its back out.
Found
I
it.
got you.
Yeah, you blew its back out. I heard it coming and I was like, this isn't good. This is a problem. But yeah, Agent Union, you are right up close to see this thing just get blown to bits in front of you.
I'm hoping that if it's something strange, the fact I have the gun it comes with will be sort of on the same strangest level it is.
I just look over at Undine and give him a thumbs up. Like,
Agent Ursine, the outside appears to be quiet. The interior is a raging gunfight at the moment. What are you doing?
Well, I want to know what's in the trunk of that car now. Like, is it just another door? Like, I want to know more. So, Undine is sitting on the trunk now, right? Or is he...
I'm leaned over it, basically braced
Okay.
with my elbows on it.
All right, so I am going to approach you. What's in there? Did you see?
Didn't look.
Okay.
You have a shotgun, right?
Yeah, but I don't have any shots left.
Okay, so I see you with the shotgun just hanging limp. Grab a
Yeah.
rifle. I kind of like nudge my head to the right to the back seat of the car.
There are also submachine guns on the ground.
Yeah.
Okay, there you go.
Yeah.
Any of that works.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, I'm gonna, after he points out the SMGs, I'm gonna pick up one of those. Drop the shotgun.
Yep. Sounds good. Yeah, and that's convenient that you're kind of talking. What's in the trunk? Because you hear this thunk, 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 like something's trying, like hitting the interior of the trunk.
That's what we
And-
expected.
Yeah, and there's a knock, and a knock, and then a pause. It kind of stops. Inside the cabin, I was rolling, you hear a couple more dueling shotgun blasts. And then there is that's I guess that's what you'd hear this round. You hear a couple more shotgun blasts. Agent Updraft.
Climb down and start to run over to everyone else.
Okay. Perfect. Agent Union.
I'm pulling the gas mask off this thing and grabbing the shotgun that it had.
Okay.
Um,
You pull so you're the one right next to it, right?
Mhm. I'm standing right there.
You pull at this thing's mask and some of the face comes off with it. As you pull back and you see the desiccated corpse of your father.
Whoa.
Go ahead and roll a d4 or go ahead and roll sanity.
That's nasty.
That's a pass, but
Okay, yeah,
that's still pretty
it can't be right because your father's alive.
alive. Yeah.
Yeah, right. Yeah, this has been dead for ages, and maybe it just looks like, but this thing seems dead too.
This ain't right. I'll just if that's all I can do, then I'll stay.
I guess
if I have
how
any
do you-
more
How do you react to that? Yeah,
um
what's that look like?
bewilderment at first, like the hell have I stumbled? This is not right. Something's not right. Not that any of this was okay, but I'll stop and think, wait, Dad was alive. What's going on here? What have I gotten wrapped into? And a little bit of disbelief.
So I see him recoil
Yeah.
from this thing
Yep.
with a look of horror on his face. Ursine, hold this trunk.
I don't know that I'm going to be able to hold this trunk.
Sit on
and
it if you have to. Just sit to the side, not in the middle, because he might shoot.
All right, yeah, I sit on it, but you just see this like tiny woman that's like 90 pounds sitting on the side of this trunk, and you're
When
like,
you're trying
I
to
don't
get
think
out of a
this is
trunk,
gonna
90
do
pounds
anything.
is pretty scary. All
True.
right, so I'm gonna go over to the gas cap. I'm gonna open it up.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm gonna tear off my shirt sleeve.
Yeah. I'm not hearing anything that takes very long so far.
Okay. I'm shoving it in the hole,
All right.
and I'm lighting the bottom of the shirt sleeve.
I think that that checks out.
I'm gonna yell, "Fire in the hole!"
All right. Ursine, you see Undine prepping a car bomb that he just told you to sit on.
Yeah, I'm not gonna keep sitting there when this car's on fire. My ass is jumping up and running.
Not on fire yet. I mean, jeez.
Yeah. All right. Where are you running to?
I have no interest in going back towards the cabin at this point. I am gonna run a little ways into the woods, but not too far, and duck behind a tree.
Okay. Roll luck just for
That's
kicks
the
and grins.
G's.
Shits and giggles. Yeah, that's a pass.
Okay. You hit behind cover and you almost impale your foot on a board with nails sticking up through it.
All right.
A couple things happen is at this point. Inside the cabin, you hear one more shotgun blast. And from the trunk of the car, you see the trunk rips open as a shotgun blast from inside gets fired. But the car is on fire at this point. Updraft, you are out of the tree. What are you doing?
Okay. Can I see the inside of the cabin?
The doors kind of swung back, like he kicked it and
Okay.
got in, but it's kind of closed.
Kind of closed now.
Yeah.
All right. Updraft's going to aim at the. He's going to take a knee and he'll aim at the trunk, anticipating one of those things to come out.
All right. Very good. Agent Union, back up to you.
Having no interest in staying around when things are about to go boom, I will take off kind of back behind our car and then around the back side of the cabin,
Okay.
just to take cover there from the explosion, because it might be a double boom.
Yeah, kind of like behind that wood pile that we had.
Sure.
brought up.
Yeah,
Yeah.
right
Yeah.
behind the wood pile. Sure.
In
Okay.
reality, cars don't explode like they do in the movies. So
No.
they'll be engulfed in flames, and
Yeah.
there'll be some overpressure. But you can just stand behind the house and be okay.
Yeah, I don't want to catch any flying glass, just in case there's any,
Yeah, Agent Undine from there.
I watch
Speaking
her
of-
scene like haul ass to the woods, and I'm just so confused about why she's running that far and that fast. But okay, it's kind of amusing. And then I'll walk behind the house.
All right, yeah, getting behind cover. Agent Ursine staying behind.
Yeah.
Okay. So at this point, 3 of you are behind cover, and the other is aiming at the car. Same actions unless something drastically changes. Is that about
Yeah.
right at this point?
Yeah.
So you hear inside the sound of the shotgun again go off, and again, a bit of a pause, and then firing again and again and again. And then it goes quiet. The car itself is very merrily set ablaze. It's had holes punctured all over it. I'm imagine some of them probably got some fuel around. It's going up pretty quickly.
And it is touching the house, right?
The one that you hit was kind of off to the side. the car that George's car, as it were, is against the house, is not on fire
Gotcha.
Yet.
yet. Yes. Yeah, we're kind of in the fall. You probably got some dampness there. I don't know what Idaho weather is like, but
Yeah, it seems right.
yeah. But
So
yeah,
while-
the car's going up. There have been shotgun blasts inside the house a few times, and then it's going quiet.
So I'm gonna just kind of assume that Undine and I have taken cover behind the wood pile behind the house, kind of together, just in case anything crazy is to happen. And like, what in the hell am I mixed up in? That was my dad. My dad's alive. I just saw him like a month ago. He's fine. That
Go with it. It's cheating. It's fucking with you.
When no one comes out of the trunk, Updraft is going to head towards the front door,
Henry.
assuming that no one's coming out of the trunk, and he's calling to Henry.
Henry doesn't answer.
No one comes out of the trunk, and Henry doesn't answer.
Correct.
Okay,
hmm.
guess we're gonna go get to that door. By the time I get there, they should already be inside. So, not a fast man.
Yeah. Made even slower by somewhat recent injuries, perhaps. Yeah. Are the other three heading inside? What
Yeah.
are you three kind of thinking?
Once the car fire settled out, then yeah, I'll come around the far side of the house or shack and come up to the door, stack up.
Yeah.
I'm waiting a little longer than is technically necessary behind this tree and just waiting and listening.
I'm curious, just real quick, before I go in, I'm going to glance back. Is the radio that was dropped on the ground accessible? Or is it in the
Yeah,
fire?
Yeah.
I want it.
It's
wanna
kind of
grab it.
nearby.
I
Yeah.
want to grab it.
Okay. Yeah. You
I
can.
want to grab it and see if there's any calls back. Just kind of keep an ear to it.
I mean, it's active. I think they probably would have stopped shouting into it a bit ago. You would have your snake moment.
Yeah.
But that probably ends a couple turns ago.
Yeah. So no responses yet. Okay.
Yeah, and as you open the door and look inside, you see that there is blood everywhere. You can see it looks like Henry has been taken apart through multiple shotgun blasts. But what is perhaps more unnerving is as you go in and get a good look, Henry appears to be just like a mannequin. And as your feet hit the blood, you realize that it's tissue paper. Just red tissue paper spread out. People that are going inside, go ahead and do a sanity roll. As you also realize that the gas mask individual is no longer present.
Oh, that's a fail.
That's not a problem.
Yeah.
Not a problem. Just
Not a problem.
Normal.
That's fine. Yay, 28. I pass.
No.
Go ahead and roll a d4 if you fail.
Yay, 1.
Yes. In addition, as you because that's obviously the biggest ones. You see the body and what you assume to be blood, and you look over. There are books. The books that you had brought in are shredded by shotgun blasts.
Of course they are.
Yeah, it looks like the red book that you had got is in pieces. The World Without Doors, the copy that you had initially brought, obviously not the one that is in the car, is also shredded. The little boat that Agent Undine made has also been shredded. This place is a real mess.
I lean down and pick up Henry's mannequin head. Alas, poor Henry. I knew thee well. They fucked up our books. Joke's on them. Things are like cockroaches. They'll come back. Who's in there with me?
I'm in there.
Yeah, I think pretty
I
much
got in there,
everyone
yeah.
at this point. Yeah.
No, I'm not.
I'll
I'm still
just-
hiding behind that tree.
I'll laugh and I'll toss Henry's head to updraft.
Magic.
Yeah, he like turned into a mannequin and vamoosed and
Well, you know what? That's one less problem we have to deal with. One
Yeah.
less whatever the fuck it is that you guys keep trying to commune with.
I love how this is the central theme in our story now.
I'm just saying. Every time y'all try to talk to one of these people, bad shit happens.
I hold up my shotgun. I communed with my friend Ithaca here, and we are good friends.
All right. But they got all of our books.
I don't want
think-
those things.
I think the books might be the key to the doors. But it's all right. Because like you said, we know where they are. There's going to be one in the library.
There's probably
yeah.
one in our car. There's probably one in my pocket. I mean, there's one in the ditch down the road. They're waiting for us.
Wasn't one of those the World Without Doors? We found a copy of that at the library. I picked it up.
See? It can't get rid of the damn things.
So, maybe that's the key. I don't know.
They're like in-laws. Won't go home. Not that I'm bitter or anything.
No, not at all.
Right.
Where's Ursine? I'll kind of look around the room like, wait,
She went native.
what?
Last I saw, she went native. She went running off in the woods screaming.
I was not screaming.
Okay, in your defense, you probably weren't screaming.
Do we need to go check on her? Like, do you think she's all right?
She's got an SMG. She's pretty much safe as she can be.
All right. Well, they hit me here. So we were in town. They started tailing us. We stopped to send you guys the text, the page, to let
Appreciate
you
that.
know that we were in trouble. They attacked us in the parking lot. I killed one of them in the parking lot. Kind of blew his head right off. He stabbed me. He stabbed me in the chest with a syringe. And then I fell asleep. And Ursine
Sounds
had to
like-
drive us here.
Probable cause and self-defense to me.
That's what I was thinking.
I ain't trying to hang out to find out, though.
We need to find a way
Yeah.
out of here. Neither of these vehicles are functional at this point.
There are people hunt this property over here. They've probably heard this firefight. I would imagine. But if people are walking in here hunting, that means they're walking out to their cars. So, if we go in one direction far enough, we'll probably find a dirt road, and on that dirt road is probably going to be somebody's truck. Just going out on a limb there, but
I mean, if we follow the elevation to the lowest point, we'll find water. Water runs to somewhere that there will be a bridge. Yeah, I follow you.
we could just follow trails back, or heck, if we can find a deer trail, just follow that back.
Yeah, that worked too.
Yeah, Agent Ursine, you hear them talking away in the cabin. What are you just hanging out till they come out?
I'm not feeling so great after all that, and I think I'm perfectly happy to sit here behind this tree for now.
All right.
I'll stick my head out the door and look around, not knowing exactly where she is, so I'm not focused on her.
It is also a little tough to see with the car fire, kind of smoldering away. It's casting light around. But I think from your points previous, it is fair to assume that the cars are not gonna happen anymore.
And I'll kind of hold up the radio and say, also, he made a call before I got that last shot in on him.
Oh,
So cavalry is probably on the way. So we don't
yeah, we
need to hang
get
out
outta
here. We need to go.
Who's got a 12 gauge?
Like three. I mean, there's six of them laying around. All of us could have two.
Well, I'm just gonna I'll go through and start. But the gas mask guys disappeared, did they not? Or just the
one in the cabin. The other two are still there. One had its mask removed, and George had mentioned it being his father, but also admitted that made no sense.
Yeah, which we come to expect that out of this silly nonsense. So that's just kind of the when Undine broke. That's kind of his response to being broken. It's funny to him now. So I'm gonna go out and loot through their pockets. I assume the shells are in the same place in all of their pockets.
Yeah, strangely enough, they are in fact.
Well, hey, they play by rules, I guess, too. That's good to
you
know.
do find, yeah, they also have a jackknife, each of them, in their pocket.
Cool.
It's a 1d4 with an armor piercing 3 if you are looking
Wow.
at it. Yeah.
These are swanky.
They're pretty nice.
Get
some more loot here. This is great. So, hey, come here, guys. I'll start passing out shells, passing out knives. Save these for your grandkids.
Saw them at a gun show one day.
Yeah. Crazy gas mask zombie guys had them. I just watch their eyes get big and then laugh. Never tell them that it isn't the truth. As I start divvying out.
Is anybody injured? Like, did anybody take any damage? Because we don't want to leave a blood trail if we're getting out of here.
Yeah, last you saw Julia, she didn't look so good.
Hey,
I did
Doc,
not look good. What?
where are you? It's safe-ish as it could ever be. Come back.
Are you sure?
I mean,
Okay.
it's never ever going to be safe again, really, but
Oh, no, it's not. Oh, okay. Okay. And I'll come out from behind the tree and start heading back towards the cabin.
there's a pause in the suck.
There's what?
The suck. All of this is the suck. There's a pause.
Oh,
And stop sucking for a moment.
gotcha. Okay, yeah, I'm not feeling so good, y'all. My ears won't stop ringing.
Yeah, that happened to me too.
So at this point,
It's in mild shock.
yeah.
Yeah. There's probably some elements to that breaking point in there as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's not go inside. Let's go for a walk. I'll
Okay.
take my tattered, battered, messed up, like the London fog jacket that I wear that's just in awful shape now, and drape it around you.
Okay,
Let's go this way.
I like walking in the woods. Hikes are good. We're gonna go on a hike, right?
Mm-hmm. That's the idea. We got to go through those woods and find a car on the
Okay.
other side.
Yeah. It'll be nice. It'll be nice to just be in the woods. Oh God. Ugh.
If you're gonna Ralph, let me know.
I don't think I'm gonna Ralph, but I have the worst headache.
Yeah, because this is one of the first real like combats. I don't know how often the good doctor's been in them, but
No.
this one, yeah.
Not like a real combat. We've had a couple of times where we've had to shoot at some people, but not like this.
This was a straight out gunfight. Like,
Right.
yeah.
At least it didn't happen in the parking lot. Why don't we, as the group is kind of getting away from that area, why don't we go to break there?
Okay.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
Sounds good
good.
to me. All right.
How many minutes?
We'll do our usual 10. We'll be back at
10.
quarter to the hour. Sound good?
Okay.
10 minutes?
10
Yep.
minutes.
All right. We'll be back very soon. Stick with us, folks. All right, welcome back, everybody. Sorry, we took an extra 2 minutes. I apologize, but we're back. And not much to do, but to get right back in it, so we can get this
All right.
rolling.
Yes,
Rolling.
Exactly. The group is heading into the woods. Was there anything you wanted to grab from the shack? Now I think it's officially a shack after being hit with a car and kicked apart and shotgun blast and said, yeah.
Yeah,
There wasn't much there to begin with.
Yeah.
I want to make sure that I get into the trunk of my car and get out my first responders kit, my drone box, things like that I think we're gonna need going
Any
forward.
flashlights might be a good idea.
Yep, I have flashlights, handcuffs, all that good jazz in there.
It's not going to be that kind of party, but
You never know, man.
Yeah.
Or is it?
How sturdy is that drone box?
Oh, it's a pretty good impact resistant case. I mean, it's one of those
Pelican
hard
case?
shell Pelicans. Yeah,
Okay.
waterproof. You could shoot a hole in it, but you know.
Yeah, I don't think in that case it's been enough. One nasty hit isn't enough to do it, but it's probably got a few dents in it at this point.
Yeah, that's cool.
You wouldn't want it to be in another car accident, is what I'm saying.
Noted.
it's only rated for one car accident.
Noted.
It's got that little stamp that, like, oh, if this has been in a car accident, this stamp changes color, and if you do it again, it's on you.
If this
Okay.
warning is cracked, then
The warranty has been voided.
Yes, very much so.
Yeah, never let Ursine drive.
And you are you're gathering stuff up, so you got to the trunk. Anybody else getting anything from the cabin before they head out?
don't think there was anything to grab. I mean, I'm tempted to go back and get the mannequin head, but I'll pass. It does occur to me though.
This is the losing sanity portion.
Yep.
Let's take a moment then with Agent Ursine. You hit your breaking point last time, so let's talk that new disorder. What's that looking like for you?
Loud noises, all of the gunfire, the yelling, the screaming, and all the stuff that I was seeing. Now I'm going to be very jumpy around loud noises.
Perfect. Yeah, that sounds excellent. So go ahead and pop that in place of one of your motivations.
Okay.
And the team can head into the woods. What's everybody's alertness?
51.
60.
Okay.
55.
55. What was that?
20. I'm a
20?
book nerd. Yep.
Oh my, yes. Not. You do then. I think it would be Agent Union. Your hearing is returning. It's still a little funky, but you hear as you're getting into the woods the distant sound of a helicopter.
Well, here comes the cavalry. I just don't know if it's air cav or. Do y'all want to try to steal a helicopter?
Definitely not. Are they? Can you hear them?
Yeah, they're. How far away do I think they are?
I mean, tough for me to say when you would know exactly, but they're probably there within a few minutes. They're going pretty fast.
Is it a chop 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 noise or a thump 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 noise?
Whichever one implies military.
Thump thump thump.
Yeah,
It's a thump.
thump probably. Yeah.
It sounds like a Huey.
Yeah, because
Yeah, we
once
need to
you
get outta
call
here.
it out, yeah, you can definitely hear it, and it sounds bad.
Let's get in those trees.
Yeah. Get into the tree line and cover down.
Oh no, we need to keep moving.
Just keep going. Yeah.
Yeah.
We're just going to keep going.
Okay. Keep on trucking. We should spread out in a flank so that we don't leave a single trail. Spread out
Hold
about
on.
5 feet apart.
What direction generally is town?
Let's say it's south. I don't recall if we'd exactly said, but south.
West. Sounds good.
Yeah,
Southwest.
Yeah, southwest. Yeah.
Yeah, sounds good. Okay, so what direction are we traveling immediately?
And where's the sun?
I think you're headed probably east at this point. It's kind
That's
of how
kinda
I'm
what I was
envisioning.
Yeah,
You're
yeah, that's what I
envisioning
was
that.
thinking.
Yeah.
All right, so we're going to head east, and then we're going to go east about a mile, mile and a half, and then we're going to break north. All right, so
Okay.
that's going to be 2,000 steps to the east, and then immediately take a 90-degree northerly turn, and we're just gonna have to swoop all the way around back to get there, and we're gonna go the long way.
Gotcha. So you're going to town, essentially.
Looking for civilization of some sort, a vehicle, something that we can use to get away.
Okay. And I know, Agent Undine, you've kind of looked out this area before. You've done your stuff. So, everyone, go ahead and give a search or alertness. And Undine, go ahead and add 20 to what you've done before for your familiarity.
Okay, search or alert.
7.
I'll do it.
Probably do it.
Yep.
Maybe.
Let's see.
Close, but no cigar. I'm focused on the helicopter.
Nope.
Yep, I made it. Just by 2 points, but I made it.
Nice. So night is starting to fall at this point. The sun's going down. The chopper is receding in the distance a little bit. You think maybe you can still hear it out. Your ears are like burning to see if you can make anything, but it's just too far away. And you see a campfire that's been set up. Agent Undine and Ursine both see it, and you can see it looks like there's a small makeshift tent, and perhaps most importantly, a truck next to it. Looks like it got parked there, maybe drove on some back roads or something. And there is just a figure by the fire. Looks like they may be eating something. They've got, like, you see hand motions every once in a while.
I'll lean into Undine. Do you think we should relieve that person of their truck?
Well, you hold my shotgun, and I'm going to go talk to them.
Okay.
I'll stand up, and I'll walk the closest thing that looks like a trail. And I'll walk non-stealthily along the trail towards that campfire.
All right. As you get closer, you're walking along the trail, not stealthy. You got the pops and cracks of twigs.
Got my flashlight out.
Yep. Okay. Yep. And eventually you see the face. You can see now it's eating something from a can, it looks like. It looks like a man, maybe middle-aged, kind of like nothing wild, a little bit of gray in the beard, and he looks up through the woods. Don?
That's my name.
Oh, thank God. And you notice he has the telltale, like, puffed eyes as you're getting closer. He's been crying. Okay, sorry. I've got the keys on me. He's kind of patting his pockets. Okay, yeah, here they are. If you want to get back to town, you can just drive a little bit north here and east. You probably won't be noticed. Here's there's some food in the car in case you need it. There's you need to pick up the phone though and call Mr. Wild on it right away.
Who are you and what's wrong?
I don't. It doesn't matter. I got to do this.
Oh, I understand.
Just take the car and go.
Okay, we will. Thank you. I'll grab my flashlight and I'll motion it left and right towards where everybody's hiding, and I'll wave it towards me, like, come here.
I'll approach.
All right, I'll move in.
And you can see this man now is once he's kind of given his message, he's just kind of leaned over in front of the fire, and he's just openly racked with sobs. But you have car keys.
They come walking up. Well, folks, it seems like Mr. Wild is being very persistent and wanting to contact me, and he's doing things to random people to get his message to me. This poor gentleman apparently has run afoul of Mr. Wild. He knew my name as I walked up, but he's kindly given us his keys. And there's food in the truck. And we should head back to town. I need to make a phone call.
Do I recognize the
Real quick,
guy?
Before we
Sorry.
Oh, yeah. What was that, Ursine?
Before we go, I would like to take a look at my injuries as well as George's. While we've got the firelight or the firelight and the pause in the action, as you said, Undine. And I want to make first aid rolls on both of us.
Okay. Go ahead. Yeah, go ahead and do that.
Well, I failed on the one for myself. But I passed on the one for George.
Okay. Nice. Very nice.
So is that a D4 back?
Yeah. I don't care who rolls it.
Did anybody else look like they needed medical attention?
Tip top.
All right.
Yeah.
All right.
All right.
Alrighty.
So yeah, what's the plan there?
Do I recognize this guy from town?
Let's see. You've been in town for a little bit.
Yeah.
Go ahead and do a. I'm not sure if that would be a human or a intelligence. Dealer's choice there.
I'll do intelligence. Nope, not quite. He looks kind of familiar, but no, I can't place him.
Yeah, you can't quite get it, but you're pretty sure he is from town.
Looks like a local then. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, is he coming with us? Kind of ask the guys.
Get that impression.
Yeah.
So what, we're just gonna leave him here in the woods?
Can we drop you in town?
He kind of realized you're talking. No, just take the car, go.
All right, fine.
He's acting all weird.
Well,
Not that I
it's
really care,
It's
but
because Wild got to him. What's a good landmark in town? I'm looking at George.
Grocery store, which is probably covered up. We know where the library is.
Are we going to the library?
We should still go to the library.
Okay. Your truck will be at the library. I'll leave the keys on top of the
we'll
exhaust.
put it inside. We'll put it inside the card catalog under TR for truck.
There you go.
He does not take that as amusingly as I do. He kind of looks at you like you're insane, but just nods along.
I mean, you want your truck back, right? If you don't, I mean, we'll just drive it into the river. It's whatever.
Yeah. Just want my kid back.
I'll talk to Mr. Wild.
Do you have good insurance?
I'll ask about the kid.
Do you have good insurance on the truck or the kid? Either or both.
He starts breaking down.
All right, let's just leave him be.
Mission accomplished.
Yeah. Job here is done.
Have you seen the yellow sign?
Here you go, bud. Just drop the business card and walk away.
Nice.
Oh, God.
Then kick him a few times just to really.
I gotta look it up. You're a fucking piece of work, dude.
Like reach
Fucking-
my pocket. Like
hell,
reach in my
Buck.
pocket, pull out the encounter group pamphlet, and then just be like, they might be able to help you.
You ever seen a grown man turn into a mannequin?
Yeah, I mean, if you hand him the pamphlet, he'll take it.
Oh, God.
Yeah,
No.
yeah, we're gonna give him the pamphlet.
All right,
I think
all
that,
right.
that saps all your hero points for like 3 RPGs from now.
All right, yeah. You give him the pamphlet. He's rough, but yeah, you're free to do whatever. If you want to go to town, you've got a car now. Ho ho ho, and a satellite phone, and snacks.
That's the important part.
Snacks?
Snacks.
Gonna eat.
Yep. Gonna be eating.
I'll drive since I'm running on adrenaline still.
Okay. When you get into the snacks as well, you find that they are old chocolate bars, and it looks like they're from about the 1940s.
They look like old sea ration bars.
They're not military. They're they're, but like,
Mars bars.
1940s chocolate.
yeah, like
Just a Mars bar. Just
yeah,
a
there you
block
go.
of chocolate.
Just a
I
big
don't know
block
what
of chocolate.
brands are
Yeah.
available, but yeah, just there you go.
Gotcha.
Yeah, whatever. That's fine. I'll eat the shit out of them.
Owls in the
Heck yeah.
distance.
You like that?
All right, taking a bite. I think Agent Undine, you had said there was a call you wanted to make.
Yeah, but I have to do that from town.
Okay.
Unless
the
he has a-
satellite, the satellite phone that is in there, I'm saying that would
Wait.
work even out here.
There's a satellite phone in there?
Yes.
Mhm.
All right. Well,
If you want, I'll drive while you make your call.
sure, you can keep driving. Yeah, I'll just use this thing.
I know where we're probably kind of going anyway.
Prop it
so-
up on the dash.
Okay.
Fold
Yeah.
out the little dish.
All right. Yeah, and there is a number, either like sticking to it.
Yeah.
So yeah, you have a number to call. When you look at it, it is a New York area code.
All right, I'll call the number.
And you hear a strange voice on the other side, very nasally, and it just immediately kind of grates on you of just, you've got Mr. Wild.
Yep, and you've got Mr. Miskell.
It's about time you called, Mr. Miskell. I've
Been kinda
waiting
busy.
a lot. Well, that's no excuse for punctuality. I spent a lot of time getting you here.
What can I do for you?
All right, Mr. Miskell, I knew I backed the right horse when I picked you. All right, what I'm going to need you to do, I need you to get some dirt for me.
On who?
Well, the person's name is Elmer Lozette.
I know that last name.
Oh, wonderful. Yeah, I thought you might have run into him before. Yes, I just need a dossier on his crimes, if you would be so good. You can deliver that to my lawyers in New York. They go by the law firm of Keyes, Norris, Ingalls, and Grant.
Grant. Okay. Fair enough.
Yeah, in exchange, I'd be more than happy to help you find your bottle.
Well, thank you. Could you also return that man's child to him? He's done his job. He gave us the truck.
I'll see that his reputation is repaired. Don't worry.
Thank you. All right. Well, Elmer Lizette, got to find a dossier on his crimes. Send them to your lawyers, Key, Ingalls, and Grant, New York.
Oh, and I don't, I don't have to assure you, you don't want to cross me in this.
Yeah, I understand. Everybody has their wants and needs.
You're a very simple man. All right.
Actually, it's not that. Do you have any idea of what's going on?
Yeah, I've got a bit of an idea.
Something solid and realistic, like, someone megalomaniacal asking me for something like this is refreshing compared to extraneous, extra-dimensional forces that want to eat my face. So I'm happy to assist you because this is normal.
Mr. Miskell, there's no such thing as normal anymore.
That's the truth.
Well, good luck. I'll expect your report shortly.
You'll have it.
Then, yeah, you hear the phone hang up.
I'll lean over. I'll close the phone. Which Lozette was it that we ran into?
I don't know that we ever got a first name. Officer Loz. Oh, wait. I'm not there. Never mind.
Oh, that's right.
A voice of a grandmother whispers from the trunk.
Yeah. Lozette was just the last name of the officer that was not an actual investigator.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Yeah,
the
I
guy who
destroyed
was
all
covering
those
for
notes,
us. No,
so-
that was, what was that guy's name? That was the Puerto Rican fellow.
No,
Girodonda?
that was Girodonda. That was Gary.
Where did we run into Lozette at? Remind me.
We never ran into him. He was the
Oh.
officer who
We-
went in and
Yeah.
took some sort of evidence in New York out of the apartment, but he's not actually an officer.
Okay. All
I
right.
saw his name in the gallery with the people holding their bottles.
Yep.
All right. So Mr. Wild wants us to get a list of this guy's crimes and get him to his lawyers, which is really strange. He went to all that trouble because he could just contact the private eye. The private eye could access the crime computer, and then he'd have a list of the crimes.
Who the fuck is Mr. Wild?
Yeah.
He's
and what
a
does this have to do with
collector.
us?
He's an art collector of sorts. He's been there's an art gallery / work area in the basement of the hotel, and it's been a while. It's getting a little fuzzy, but he's been dancing around the art side of all of this.
Yeah, he hired our good old painter friend to paint him some portraits.
So he knows about the strangeness.
With all that weird shit in the basement.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the weird paintings in the basement. He commissioned at least a couple of them.
Okay. So he's playing in this game.
And his name keeps coming up alongside the name of Baal, the demon name. This is another one of
Yeah.
those things you don't want us talking to updraft.
Oh, another one of them. Great. This is just another example of why we shouldn't be doing that.
I kind of get the feeling that painting and with the hospital, with the guy looking in the mirror, but the reflection wasn't him. I have a feeling that has something directly to do with Wild. Maybe one's Bale and one's Wild.
That would make sense.
I'm not sure, but hey, the guy sounds like, of all the things we're dealing with, that he kind of keeps to a pattern and rules. So that's great. If we give him what he wants, he'll do what he says he's going to.
We hope.
Okay.
Really? You
So-
think that's true? Like,
Yeah, I kind of get that feeling actually.
I mean, I don't know what else we're gonna do here.
Oh no. We're leaving here.
We're
For
definitely
sure.
not staying on this
Well,
town.
we're not staying here, but I meant I don't know what we're gonna do in general other than try to help Mr. Wild out to figure out what he knows.
He's going to help us find our bottle, or a bottle.
Yes. And
What's
that's
a
probably
bomb?
key in this whole thing.
It's a really long story. Just
Don't worry about it.
okay.
Just-
So I'll cue you in since you're new to our group. Pretty much every horror movie you've ever seen has some bearing on reality, except that Freddy Krueger movie. I don't think that really goes down quite the way they play it out. But yeah, we're going to a place that it's, I don't know, how would you describe that building? Doors that shouldn't be there open to places that shouldn't be there. There are more floors
It doesn't
inside
matter.
the building.
It doesn't matter.
We got a long drive, man. I'm enjoying myself. You sit there and eat that chocolate bar. We're good.
Nope.
I'm
Nope,
entertained.
we ain't-
I'm
we ain't doing
entertained.
this.
I'm
Big
telling
chunks of
stories. Let me tell my stories.
I'll roll down my window.
Anyway, it's Looney Tunes up there, so just expect that.
okay, I'll expect whatever weirdness, whatever that means.
If something looks normal, don't trust it. And if it looks weird, don't trust it either. But it's
Okay.
you're not going to see normal. Don't
But it
worry
probably
about
actually is there, and probably actually is going to try to kill you.
it. Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
That should prepare you enough for anything we run into.
We got attacked by a paper mache tiger.
Oh, I
In a
heard that
cave in a
story.
bookstore.
Yeah, I heard that story. That's where he left y'all for dead.
Mm-hmm. He sure did.
He left us for dead.
That's what he said, not me.
I try to look at that draft. That was a shit thing to do.
This is a team building moment right here, folks.
In this quiet car ride, through the forest, the light at this point has gone out. You're just going by headlights. And yeah, there's sounds like you're kind of filling in Agent Union a bit on what occurred. And I think that will take you mostly till you get back towards town.
I'm calling my wife. 'Cause
Okay.
I got a satellite phone, and he already knows her phone number.
Yeah. You probably end up her first call. You call home, and then you're like, "Oh wait, I told her to go to her parents." Right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. You call that number, and there's a little bit of time, and then a hello.
Hey, it's Don. Is my wife there?
Oh yeah, sure. And you recognize her mother's voice, and then you hear Lauren get on the phone. Hey, Don.
I'm calling you from a truck. From a satellite phone. Can you hear me okay?
Yes.
Excellent. I just calling to check in, letting you know we're still wrapped up in all this mess in New York, and I don't know exactly when I'm going to be home, but is everything okay otherwise?
Yeah, I think everything's fine. Are you okay? Is everything going all right there?
Yeah, I got in touch with Mr. Wild. Thanks for letting me know. He's a contact of ours now, so.
Good, good. You kind of you know your wife well enough. You bring up that name, and there's a bit of a tremor of fear in it.
I hear that. It's like, don't worry about Mr. Wild. We have an understanding. Nope, don't be worried. I'll take care of it.
Okay. Go ahead and make an int ×5 roll if you would.
Okay. Let me see here. Int ×5. What is my int? Oh, that's gotcha. 70%. All right.
Yeah.
Yep, and I passed.
There's something not quite right about her voice.
Like it doesn't sound like her,
It
or
doesn't.
it's-
Yeah, it doesn't quite sound like her.
As we're talking, I'll mention, like, how's Snuffles, our cat that we don't have?
Go ahead and make an alertness roll.
As it all goes south right here. Let's see. Do I have to? Ooh, this is rough. Come on, baby. Come on, baby.
You're gonna get a check
Oh,
mark.
I got a one. I got a one.
The one.
You already got a
yes,
checkpoint.
19.
No, that's true. All right.
Literally, I have a 20 alertness and I got a 19.
Very nice.
Nice.
You ask how's Snuffles, and there's this pause, and you can clearly hear another voice whispering, you don't have a cat named Snuffles. I don't know what you're talking about, Don. We don't have a cat. Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. I don't know what I was thinking. I've just been under a lot of stress. I had Snuffles when I was a kid. I don't know why. You're at your parents. You're not at my parents. And, my parents passed anyway. I'm sorry, Lauren.
Yeah. There's another little bit of whispering. Why would you say that about Snuffles?
It's stress. I was thinking you're at your parents. I got to thinking about my parents, and I just started thinking about Snuffles. He's buried out under a tree out back. Kind of took me back there.
And you hear a whispering in the background.
Still listening. Yeah.
Yeah, of put it under the tree. Make a note of that. Okay, Don. Well, I'll talk to you later, I guess.
Bye, Lauren. Good night.
Bye, Don. Good night. Go ahead and do a sanity check from that. You're realizing, yes, your wife is
Not my wife.
not your wife.
Oh boy, sanity. Oh, there's a 1
Th-
and a 6. Yes, I pass.
All right, man, you're fine.
I'm trying to think my dice roller might be cheating a little bit here.
Just go for it. But yeah.
So yeah,
all
I'm
right.
just gonna go with standard Don response. I'm gonna hang up the phone. Well, guys, my wife's compromised.
Oh, you think they got to her?
She's a freaking pod person.
I wonder if they got to Charlie too.
There's somebody in the background telling her what to say, though. But the key factor is that she doesn't know what to say at all. and they're feeding her what to say. And then my imaginary cat that I don't own, for some reason, they're going to put it under the tree that it wasn't buried under.
Oh, wait. You say somebody's feeding her lines like she doesn't, like she's acting it out or something?
Yeah, she's pretending to be my wife. There's something wrong with her voice. And she's supposedly at her parents'. I dialed the number. But there's somebody in the background whispering to her, telling her that we don't have a cat named Snuffles, which is true. We don't have a cat at all.
Do you trust that phone?
I mean, it belongs to Mr. Wild. He's might have the ability to listen to it, but he's not going to be telling my wife what to do, or my pod person wife. There's something bad at home.
Oh, and at this, like, you can see I just start kind of like shaking in my hands, or I hit the faces in my hands. I wonder if Charlie's okay. And then
Yes.
I want to
here.
call him.
What's
So-
the number? I'll type it in.
Okay.
555.
555.
That number seems familiar.
Yep.
All right, there you go. I'll hold the dish.
Yeah, and there's a couple of rings, and then you hear Charlie picks up. Charlie, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, hi. This is Charlie.
Hi, Charlie. This is Julia.
Oh, Julia. I haven't heard from you in like 2 weeks. Are you okay?
It's been rough here. We don't have very good access to utilities, and some of these children are... You wouldn't believe how awful the desert is. I mean, these kids have just walked so far with their parents, and they're not in good shape, and I've just been so busy. How are you?
I'm doing all right. I mean, work's been work, and that kind of thing. He starts to talk a little bit about his stuff. He seems distracted, and you can hear in the background the kind of the chatter of a party. There's a little bit of a little bit of music, and just kind of that crosstalk, and like a glass tingling every once in a while. And he's just, but why? You can't distract me. Don't make this about me. What about you? Are you okay? Are you coming home?
Yes, I'm gonna be coming home very soon. But are you having... It sounds like a cocktail party.
What? No. No. What do you... No, I'm just at home. I'm in bed. It's kind of getting late. Like
Well,
I don't know what to tell you. And the noise, as you're asking, is kind of steadily increasing.
Mm. Well, what about Ralph? How's Ralph doing?
I mean, refresh me. How, Ralph?
Ralph is non-existent.
Ralph is non-existent. Okay.
I'm testing him
Yeah.
like I'm 9 did with.
Yeah. And his response is pretty quick then, of like, I don't... Is Ralph like a work person? Are you sure you're okay, Julia? Like...
Yes, I'm fine. No, yes, Ralph is one of my co-workers at the hospital. I didn't know if maybe he had reached out to you.
I mean, yeah, people have been asking. People want to know where you are. You've been
Well-
gone for 2 weeks, and I haven't heard anything. And I'm trying to play it cool, but I'm
People
starting to
are-
get worried.
People are asking? Who's
Well,
asking?
yeah. People, you haven't been to work in 2 weeks.
Yes.
And at this point, he's talking normally. You can barely hear him above the sound of like people murmuring, and there's class. You actually hear like ice pouring, it sounds like, into a drink from a bit of ways. It's getting pretty rowdy.
I love you. I have to go. Bye. And I just hang up.
Yep. And you almost catch like the tail end as you're kind of shouting that. You just hear from the other side the crowd shouting, Unmask! Unmask! And then, yeah, phone goes quiet. Go ahead and roll a sanity check.
Oh, that's a fail.
Take it one. Just 1 point of sanity.
Okay. And I'll look at Undyne. Well, my husband sounded like himself, but it was almost like he was stuck at the party. Or like the sound of the party was overshadowing the call. I mean, I guess it's possible I was just hearing it, but it wasn't actually there. I don't know.
I noticed you started to speak louder there at the end, like you couldn't hear him.
Yeah. I don't know. It's really, really weird. Do you think he could have been pulled in?
Maybe not. Maybe it's like we're sort of characters in a movie.
That's kind
And
of how it feels.
we're starting to realize that we are characters in a movie, if that makes sense.
Yes.
And the realities are kind of bleeding together a little bit. Like, what does
Yes.
nothing do if nothing doesn't like long silences? It tries to fill in the long silence with detail. If it doesn't have anything, it improvises. Like burying my non-existent cat under a tree, or generating a party in the background of your phone call because it doesn't know what else to do, maybe?
I don't know. Maybe.
I can tell you one thing. When we get out of here, I quit.
I don't think we're going to get out of here.
Fortunately, I share your sentiment.
How do Agent Updraft and Agent Union? You're all kind of in the same area. How is this hitting you?
This is actually kind of a relief for Updraft because he knew Nick would not have fallen in with these people at the encounter group. So he's like, oh, thank God. Like, he is relieved to hear that everyone else's loved ones have been replaced with pod people. No, he's an asshole. He's not that much of an asshole. But yeah, he he does have that moment though where he's like, okay, so that makes sense. That's why. So everyone's being replaced around us.
I don't know that Charlie was replaced so much as there was some sort of interference.
It was just a cocktail party or some sort, or like a
It
dance party.
reminded me of the party that we were hearing when we were on the 4th floor. Reminded me of what our friend that we found up there and rescued, and what he described as the party.
Yeah, it's like we're kind of in a bubble, and it's trying to fill in the details of things that we would see past the bubble with its own version.
I know one thing. I saw my dad's face back there in that gas mask thing. That's got me flipped out, man. I need to call my dad just to make sure he's okay.
Sure, man.
You should probably pull over. It's not safe to drive and talk on the phone.
I'll trade out. You take the phone. I'll drive for a little while. Just keep in mind, the phone call may go weird, but you can pretty much guarantee that if it does, that's not your dad. And don't let it. If you can help it, don't take it personal.
Gotcha.
It's like
Yeah,
a
yeah.
recording.
It's just breaking the rules. It cheats.
Right. So I'll dial up my dad.
Yeah, what's your dad do? By the way?
He's retired.
Okay.
He's 72 years old and retired. He dog sits for me while I'm out of town. Like,
All right, yeah. There's a little bit, and you're used. It takes a little bit before he picks up the phone. Yeah.
Hey, Dad.
Oh, hey, George. What's going on?
Oh, not much. Just,
Oh,
out here.
Get down off the counter.
Is,
Off the counter.
is Charlie being a pain in the butt again?
Yes, of course he is.
I'm sorry, Dad. I really appreciate you taking care of him for me. Looks like I'm going to be out here a little while longer. Had some disruptions, so you know how these power grid things go when we're installing new ones. Never know. These project managers, they write anything on a piece of paper and think you could just do it.
Yeah, that makes sense, words and all that. Hey, have you been watching the news lately?
No, I don't get much TV time, Dad.
Uh,
I work us pretty hard. What something happened?
well, yeah, it's kind of interesting. I just saw that they opened up that new chamber. I mean, it went so fast with the law passing and everything. I don't know. It didn't quite make sense. I was just wondering if you'd hooked it up or anything.
New chamber.
Yeah, the lethal chamber that's in town.
Lethal chamber. What are they executing people at home, Dad?
Well, no, it's not at home. Don't be ridiculous. No, they set it up in town. If you're just feeling real down, you just go there and there you go. How have you not heard about this? Haven't you been paying attention?
No, Dad. I'm telling you, I've been working really hard, sun up, sundown. Later, we just.
Haven't you been paying attention, George?
Sorry, Dad. No, I haven't. Just lethal chamber. So you're feeling down, you just go there? Promise me you will not go there, Dad. Do I need to come home?
I'm fine. Don't worry about me.
Well, yeah, right. Me not worry about you. So you said when you're feeling down, you can just go there? Was it like what? I'm gonna have to look into this.
I don't get what's so complicated about it. You go there and it's lethal. You die. It's very simple. They just passed it.
Okay.
God, I had to listen to talking heads for 2 hours talk about this goddamn lethal chamber, and you haven't been paying attention? I just want to talk with somebody once in a while that's paying attention.
Yeah. Fill me in on the details. I'd be glad to hear it, Dad.
Yeah.
I've got some time tonight.
You're in the car, and he kind of details roughly what it sounds like is he doesn't have all the facts because he honestly wasn't paying that close attention.
Yeah.
But Congress and the Emperor passed this thing that let them do lethal chambers. And yeah, it's just a suicide chamber basically. As you go in there, they're real nice. They got like columns up the front, like neat frescoes, these pretty bronze doors, and you just pop on in there, and there you go. Bob's your uncle.
And he
The
used
Emperor's
the
your
words the Emperor, Congress, and the Emperor. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, yeah, that sounds pretty messed up, Dad. Yeah, I can see where that's pretty weird. Oh, what's that? Oh, yeah, okay. Dad, I'm sorry, I'm gonna have to go. My time's almost up on this phone. It's one of those prepaid calling card things, We all the guys chip in and share it. So, gonna have to go, but I'll check in with you soon. Just promise me you won't go to that lethal chamber. I can't wait to see you again.
Yeah,
I miss you, Dad.
Somebody's got to watch Charlie. You'll be fine.
Scratch him twice behind the ears for me. I'll see you later.
Yeah.
And I'll hang up and be like, what the hell?
What kind of chamber?
Okay, so my dad said Congress and the Emperor passed a law. Stop me when this gets weird.
That's That checks
Go
out.
on. Go on.
That checks out.
Exactly. Passed a law, and they've set up these what he called lethal chambers in
What-
our where you
Like the ones in Barbarella? Anybody?
I guess
Fonda?
I guess you just you feeling down, you go here, you close the door, you die.
Anyway, Jane Fonda's naked. Ain't nobody unhappy.
I was just
I
thinking
know.
no one's focusing on a lethal chamber.
No, not at all. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe, it's Jane Fonda's so powerfully naked that it kills you. Maybe that's
There was
what-
an emperor in that too. It wasn't. Yeah, it was
Yeah.
the evil lady, the villain,
Yep.
emperor. Wow,
Emperor and Congress passed a
So-
law.
it's
So-
not even skilled at what it's doing. It's just throwing shit out there.
It sounds like it's just regurgitating a movie plot.
No,
No.
is it breaking the more we look into it? The
It's a
more
fin-
we interact with it.
It's a veneer. It's a set dressing.
What?
It's
What, like a
scrim.
play?
Yeah, like when you put a backdrop or a scrim into a play, it could be a brick wall, it could be a castle wall, it could be a forest. But if you push on it, the damn thing will fall over if you push too hard. It's two dimensional. Like when they used to do westerns, all the building fronts were facades and there's really nothing
Yeah.
behind them.
Right.
So yeah, once you get right past that thin layer, it goes gonzo right behind it.
Because it doesn't know what to do. It can't be spontaneous. It's and relevant.
It definitely can't be relevant.
Well, I think it could be relevant or spontaneous, but it can't be both.
I can tell you that it is aware of us and is trying to react to us to tell us what we want to hear. And it's really terrible at it.
But what is it?
It's the question that we have not yet answered.
Or who is it?
I think it is the play.
King in yellow.
No, I read that play.
Yeah.
The other play. The one that has all the building occupants in it. Because
Um,
we arrived, the agents arrived in that play.
There's a play about y'all? Well,
Damn. That burn up in the did that burn up in the hotel?
And there's no telling.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah.
All I know is I'm going to find something that's got a neck and I'm going to kill the shit out of it. It's going to make me feel better.
It's you're driving away from a gun battle where
Those guys, they did not make me feel better.
as we drive
kill until it sticks.
we drive past the grocery store and look at all the cops in the parking lot.
That is fair. If you drive past the grocery store as you're kind of getting into town, yeah, like it's got a lot of presence there. It's been a little bit, but I mean that area is roped off. You can see they're looking into it.
I'm gonna kind of duck down in my seat a little bit.
Yeah, I'll so you go by, I'll kind of put my hand up on the window like I'm resting my head, like doo doo doo. That's
The
okay.
car's whistling. Follow it.
Yeah. Nothing to see here, officer. So this thing's got your wife, my dad, and probably your husband involved. What, just because we're involved, it gets...
I don't think that it was them at all.
They're facades of those people.
It was talking to us in their voices. It wasn't them.
Got you. So
So that means that we aren't in reality.
that was
Like,
my
we've
question.
been in
Oh,
reality
we've-
since we walked in the door of the McAllister building.
Ah, shit, we're still
This-
in the McAllister building.
Or
Might be.
the space that is
God
that.
damn it. We're still in the McAllister building.
It's very likely. We left the rails on the crazy train a while ago.
Wait, you said you went to the bookstore though. You said you left the McAllister and went to the
It
bookstore.
doesn't. Nope.
It's all connected.
And then this is Idaho. Like, I am in complete disbelief that I could be anywhere other than where I know I am right now. Like,
Yeah.
It's all connected.
It doesn't care what you. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
It doesn't need you to believe.
Yeah. Emperor.
The Emperor. So I think we find. I think we go to the library.
Yes, we go to
I'll-
the library.
I'll go in, find the book. There's got to be another book there. And then we're just going to go to the basement.
Fair enough. I mean,
Yes.
if I went around saying I was an emperor, just because some moistened bit lobbed a scimitar at me, they put me away. Nuts.
All right. So it sounds like you're heading to the library.
Yep.
And it is getting to be late enough at night that the place is closed. I believe you had reserved it ahead of time, though.
Yes.
So you do see there is a light on. Looks like the front desk kind of area.
Oh, okay. So, pistol with me, long guns in the vehicle, and Julia, I believe it is in your name. Or I'm sorry, Ursine, I believe it's in your name. We
It is, yeah.
let's go get that. Oh
Okay.
shit.
And I make sure I've still got my pistol on me too. The SMG I'm leaving in the car.
Checks out.
Okay.
Agent Union and Undine, what are you two doing while they're heading in?
I guess I don't have the crate anymore. Probably left that in the car. Let's see. There's been no more communication on that radio that I picked up?
No.
Nothing. Let me keep it
I'm
with
gonna-
us though.
I'm going to get out, pop the hood, loosen one of the distributor cap wires, close the hood.
Easy enough to do.
If we got to leave, remember that we got to put the distributor cap back on.
Right. Is there a duffel bag or anything in this truck? Like a
Roll a luck. Yeah, it's possible.
It's a truck.
We all need to go together.
Where are you? There you are.
I'm going to take
nope.
some bungee cord and make a sling for my shotgun so I can carry it under my jacket.
I like it. Yep.
Nope.
No duffel bag, I'm afraid.
Oh well. In that case, I will leave the shotguns and all the other stuff. I was gonna try and round that stuff up, but
No, we don't need everybody coming in here. We're just getting the key and we'll come open the door.
Okay.
Just pull over by the side door.
All right. I'll stand
Oh.
guard.
okay.
And don't feel bad about shooting anybody because remember, it's not them. And if it is them, you're doing them a service by shooting them because then they're out. I hope.
I am damn sure we are still in this motherfucking building.
You're shooting a paper mache mannequin head mask.
Yep.
Just blast the crap out of it.
This shit's real.
It's like a video game at this point.
So
Just
Undine
walking in
sanity
places.
is very good.
I'll race you to 70 kills.
all right.
All right. Yep. So we've got Updraft and Ursine heading inside. It sounds like that. The other two, keep and watch.
Yep.
Heading in the door, you see that there is the woman that you had seen earlier in the day looking quite tired. She's just reading a book under the light, every once in a while, kind of checking her watch, it looks like.
Excuse me, ma'am. I'm back for the key to the room that we reserved.
Oh yes, of course, of course, of course. Here you go. Very good. And she's kind of getting things around. How's your shoulder feeling?
It's better now. There are other things that are not so good. And she looks at me, and I look like I've been in a car accident.
Yeah, she does have kind of that pause of, you're very accident prone, aren't you?
Unfortunately, that does seem to be the case recently.
Mm-hmm. Agent Updraft. As
Yeah.
those two are talking,
Yep.
you kind of have, you know how sometimes libraries have those kind of big spherical mirrors that let you see down kind of adjoining things. You can see out of the corner of your eye, there's a small figure going down the center of the aisles. Looks like it's kind of heading your direction slowly. And you can hear a faint music box sound.
Coming from the figure?
Yeah, coming from that direction. And it's not walking. It's got kind of a locomotive like wheel kind of feel to it.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, I'm going to go see what that is. Like walk to the, because there's not supposed to be anyone else in here, and believe I'm on board. I believe Undyne. We are in the building. This is just a mind game.
And looking around the corner, you see this small clockwork child with kind of a cracked porcelain head and strange like gears on its body, slowly trundling down the aisle. And you can see in one of its hands, it has a folded piece of paper.
Oh yeah, no, we can go get that.
Okay, yeah. If you walk up, as soon as you're right in front of it, it stops and you see it jerks up, and it hands you this very nice cream-colored piece of paper. It's kind of like a thick stationery.
Okay.
Give me 1 second, and I will send a link in the resources for exactly what this looks like. What page we at?
Or handouts.
A handout, yes, some might say. There we go. It's working on it. It's working on it. All right. And yeah, you can see the front of it as you unfold it. Reads Hotel Broadlebin in an Art Deco font with no street address. And the rest, I will let you read that out loud to the group, or at least to yourself.
All right. So it says, find JC Lenz.
Yep.
At Hotel Broadlebin. Go now. Find the hotel, the labyrinth, the author, the bottle, the city, the lake, the shadow, the battle, then the party, the dance, the girl in blue, the one singing. Nothing is time.
True.
Nothing is true except out is through. Loving kisses,
Sorry,
Abby.
here we go. That's probably a lot easier to read.
Ah, yeah. Yeah, I was right.
And yeah, when you look up, the Clockwork Child is no longer there. Go ahead and roll a sanity check.
All right, here we go. 34.
All right.
All good.
You're fine.
I'm okay with this.
Yeah. The library's real quiet now, as Agent Ursine, you have the key.
All right. Well, I'm guessing that I don't see Updraft anymore because he turned around and walked off.
Yeah.
I am going to just kind of shrug my shoulders at that and then go and open the door that we told Undyne and Union to wait outside. I figure Updraft will find his way back at some point.
I'm also looking for the book. We need one of the books, so I'm going to go and check where they would be to see if any of the titles that I know are present. Updraft thinks he needs the books to move.
Okay. Yeah, you're kind of feeling that. Go ahead and do a search roll.
Negative.
Yeah, you're digging through it and maybe, but you're not finding anything. It looks like the one you see, The World Without Doors, you actually go actually I think you took Agent Union, I think you took that card, so that one's not even there. Yep. You're not seeing anything. We'll jump to the other three because that'll take a little bit. Yeah.
When we go back downstairs, once we all link back up, I'm getting the keys to the truck and putting them in the TR card catalog drawer.
The guy's gonna come back to his car and it won't work because of the distributor cap.
A guy like that probably knows the check.
Well, hopefully.
We would hope.
And then he finds all these weapons in there and he's like, holy shit, there's a whole, like...
Yeah.
Wait, this shotgun is wanted for a murder?
How an SMG, a bunch of shotguns. What is all this shit?
All shotguns are the same. They are all the same.
With very rare exception, do you find a rifled shotgun?
Yeah,
It's
right.
It's
Fair
a
enough.
pipe. All right,
Yeah.
it's a pipe.
All right, yes. Then what are the three of you that are kind of headed down to the basement? What are you?
All right,
up to?
she opens the door to the outside.
Yeah.
Hi, ma'am. Can I interest you in a copy of Watchtower?
No, you can't. And then I turn
Uh.
around and walk back in.
Worth a try. Okay.
Oh.
Cover intact.
All right, so let's try to go from here to New York.
Yeah. Let's truck right outside. Easy to get there.
No,
I'm still in this hole.
how did they? I want to think back to the meeting that we observed.
Mm-hmm.
They all went in there. They said the magic words, and they all switched places.
Yeah.
Do I know the magic words, having participated once and seen it once?
You've actually seen it twice at this point, so do an int plus a 20.
So I've seen it twice.
I think there's enough that I have to reference it when I look at it. So
Yeah, all right. So I got a 33. I am a smart guy.
yeah, you're pretty
So,
sure you
33
know.
out of 60.
Yeah. You've got the words and everything. You don't have the costumes, but you've got the words they speak.
Okay. So we can make masks. And there are trash bags in the bottom of every single one of these trash cans.
Start dumping the trash cans out and like
They just pull. They
Pull
change
the-
the bags at night. Just
Yeah.
pull the one, put it on. Boom! It's a robe.
it's true.
Real quick, Updraft just wants to go on the record and point out that we should not be fucking with this. That is what got us here. And I'm afraid it's the only way out now.
Yeah.
Looking at you,
You're gonna have to
Undyne.
traffic with extra dimensional forces.
Yes, that part.
Remember, knife and a fork, bottle and a cork. Spells New York. Keep that in your brain.
Is that
All right.
some kind of magical incantation?
That's just an old nursery.
No, I know.
Keep me safe.
It might get you to New York as well. It's kind of hard to forget, isn't it?
All right, so I'm going to write down it's a call and response. I will call, you will respond, and we're going to do this. Oh,
All right.
And also, I found this, and we should probably talk about this before we go. I'm going to pull up the piece of paper from the hotel brothel bin.
Where'd you get this?
Nothing is true except out is through. Well, yeah, that kind of sounds about right. None of this is true, and the only way we can get out is through this. So,
Yep.
Who's Abby?
Abby Normal.
and I just look at him.
Fuck that bitch. Anyway.
She's the person that kicked this whole thing off.
So this is her
She
fault.
is trying to help us.
She found a way to the 6th floor, and that screwed everything up. Okay, let's go.
Oh,
I guess
like,
she has tried to help us a little bit, maybe.
She opened the door and all this stuff poured out. That
Exactly.
Kind of makes sense.
It's kind of her fault.
So
Yep.
she's the one we're gonna kill. Okay, let's do this.
She's
I don't know.
already dead, I think, but
Yeah.
it's
We
not
don't really
super
know.
relevant.
Okay, so writes down all the everyone's response, and so I think we are trying to find the hotel brothel bed.
Which is by the park.
Washington Park, yes.
The hotel brothel bed, Washington Park, New York City. Anything we can, as close as we can get. Okay. So we need to make masks. We need to put on garbage bags.
Okay. Well, I'll just look for some supply closets. It's a library. They've got to have glue and stuff around here somewhere.
Yeah.
Plenty of books. I keep my eyes open for a knife, fork, a bottle, and a cork also.
Yeah, we can just make a mask out of cardboard.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure they got boxes or something.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So
you have
boxes.
pretty free reign of the. You can craft supply it up.
Yeah, in the children's library section, I'm sure there's construction paper and
Yeah.
crayons and shit. Yeah.
And you see 4 agents who very clearly look like they've seen some shit making masks in the kids section of the library with construction paper and
And
stick
yarn
glue.
and stick glue. Yeah.
Yeah,
Don
that is
standing there.
exactly what I'm thinking.
Don's standing there with one of his London fog jacket arms missing, a shotgun slung under the other side, covered in blood, dirt, muck, mire. He's got a cardboard mask on with holes for the eye and the mouth and his tongue sticking.
Yep.
Basically.
All
yeah.
right. We
Yeah.
are prepared.
and I think we're currently averaging 1.5 bullet holes per agent. So
Yes. It only shows up when you drink.
Just a little spew. Stick your finger in it; it'll be fine.
all right. So you guys ready to do this? We
As
we
I'll
get
ever be.
masks and put on the garbage bags and do this.
I don't know
Not
why, but
really,
I'm
we
gonna
have
say
to do
yes.
it anyway.
Yeah, I don't know what the hell this is, but I'm whatever. I'm
You
standing in
joined
a
cult,
library
That's what happened.
wearing a fucking construction paper mask and a trash bag. Yeah. Okay.
He's joined a cult, and it's the safest thing that's happened to any of us all day.
Yeah.
All right. So we'll dim the lights, and I guess we'll start everybody getting their seats, and then I guess updraft starts. Say the things
Sularam.
we cannot say elsewhere.
Say the things we cannot say
Oh,
elsewhere.
terrible. Look at
Oh.
handouts.
Oh,
Y'all are the
handouts.
group. I am the speaker.
He is the gatekeeper. We are the key master.
Updraft turns the lights back on.
No, seriously, guys.
Members-
Fucking focus, okay?
Okay, all right. Let me make some notes. Hold on.
We shouldn't be doing this, but you motherfuckers gotta focus right now. I
Wait,
can
if
see
you turn the
updraft.
lights off. If you turn the lights off, how can I read my lines?
I know. That's why I turned them back on.
Okay.
Let's do this.
All right.
Okay.
say the things we cannot say elsewhere.
Truth leads us.
Truth leads us.
Find ourselves and know ourselves.
Truth makes us.
us.
Become the rulers of our own lives.
Truth
Truth
frees
frees
us.
us.
Frees us.
Say what you will. And then everybody does the shuffle.
Yep. And actually,
Do the trash bag
you
shuffle.
feel that, you say what you will, you hear a gong sound out, and all the lights, like even like there's a little casement window that goes out, and I think that's a good time to break for this.
What? We're not going to know if we get there until next week? Oh my god! Cliffhanger.
It was so bad we got the gong for it.
Yeah.
Gong.
Gong. Wow. A great episode. Fun times.
Yes, I'm loving it.
What's
Yeah.
wrong with these people?
Don is drinking the Kool-Aid as fast as he can.
Just go with the flow, man. You swim upstream, it doesn't work.
At this point, George is just like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm just after the whole gunfight thing and my
Oh yeah,
dad.
you're an accomplice in multiple felonies.
Oh,
You're
yeah.
not going anywhere.
I have nothing left to live for, so I might as well just
Oh,
fucking go
that
for
is
it. Yeah.
that is true because in Idaho in 1995, they will just shoot you back behind the courthouse.
Yep.
Like
And they-
firing squad is still
Or you
on
could
the
just-
table.
Drive downtown and execute yourself.
You can go to the chamber for sad old people.
That's actually what's written above the door.
in Latin, chamber for sad old people.
Nice.
Say anything in Latin, it sounds nice, right?
Yeah. E satis old peopleus.
Don't forget
Deathiest to oldness.
Yeah.
don't forget all your failed skill rolls.
Yes.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, yeah.
All of
Yes.
them.
Jesus.
What all did I fail this? Let's see.
Sanity does not
Firearms,
count.
navigate,
Yeah, why
melee
not?
weapons. Made my alertness. I think that was it.
Well, let's see.
I wasn't driving, so
Failed.
that crash is not my fault.
Alertness, stealth.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I might as well roll these now, right?
Yep. Let's do it now.
Yeah, do it to it.
All right, melee.
I now have 22 in drive.
All right.
Nice.
Moving on up.
That's great. That's
So I
a
get to
whole
check them
nother
for
critical
every
drive.
time I failed, right?
God, I wish.
I know.
Yeah,
right?
really.
All those missed shots.
That one.
Everything I'm already good at increased.
Oh.
Yeah.
Everything else,
God, I rolled.
Yeah.
nothing.
I rolled
Yeah.
a 2 on every single one of them.
Ones.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
You go
Yeah,
up
you-
a what? A D6? I can't remember.
A D4,
A D4.
minus
D4.
1.
D4
Minus
minus
1.
one. Okay.
I think we'll just do a D4 straight. I know that's kind of a like the errata one. So yeah, just do it. Just do a D4.
All right.
Two
Just
Okay.
take it.
and three.
This isn't such a long campaign that you'll end up breaking the character or whatever.
Yeah, you're gonna
I'll be
die
dead.
eventually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Before it matters.
I just
Right.
want to note how intriguing it is at how crummy some of those gunmen actually are looking at their stat logs. Not happy about this.
It's
Thought
already
I
a
was gonna
weird
get one of
combat
ya.
system. Yep.
Yeah.
Thought I was gonna get somebody, and it's like, no. You guys had a plan.
And we executed it. And those that crossed our plan.
Yep.
Like, sorry, Dylan.
Yeah. Sorry, person I used to know.
Whoops.
Coworker, really.
Yeah. Whoops.
I'm sure Delta Green is very happy about the way this is going right now.
Mhm.
I'm sure they probably actually don't know a damn thing because all this is in our heads / in an alternate reality, right? Yes, of course.
That's going to be the best part is when it turns out that no, that just really was a series of inconvenient coincidences that convinced us all that we were actually hallucinating and we were actually killing people.
Yeah, that's gonna be the final.
That was
episode.
actually,
Yeah.
the federal marshals that were talking to your spouses and coaching them.
They're like, just get them in so they can stop their rampage. You gotta stop them from killing.
You got a busload of nuns.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's gonna be a good time.
So, chat, tell us what's our body count? Is anybody running the tally on our body count? We're somewhere around a dozen, I think.
To be fair, Nathan threw an extra person in there in that car.
Yeah, a few extra.
Yeah.
No, you made it 4,
Yeah.
right?
Mhm.
But it was at the parking lot. It was 1 and 3.
Let's see. The parking lot was the 1 agent and the 3 team, and
Oh,
the
yeah.
1 agent got blown away in a
Single,
Yeah.
shot to the
Yeah.
face.
So so you're really just kind of helping us run up our score.
Yeah,
at
no,
this
I.
point.
That's
So that's 5 out
do
of
you
4.
count? Yeah, do you
That's
count Agent
125%. That's
Yeah.
125% killed to death. We only lost the unicorn. So
Yeah.
that's 120. I mean,
And did you really? Because
Yeah.
she may still be undead.
yeah.
That's her new
By the
agent
way-
name, by the way, is undead.
No, undead is my new agent. When
Oh,
I
yeah.
bring him on, he's undead.
I thought you were undying or
No.
undead.
Do not do that to me.
Unlikely.
Dying.
No, I was between undead and undeath. No, that's right. He's gonna be undeath.
Undeath, yeah.
We need unlikely and unloved.
That's
Unlucky.
I like that one a lot.
Agent Unlucky.
He's gonna die alone and unloved.
Yep. Uh,
All I could think about the whole time I posted the videos for it was when Bristol kept coming out of the trunk was Trunk Monkey. I don't know if you've seen
Yep.
those.
Yes.
They're brilliant.
I-
All right.
I think we have Agent Unlucky, like all the worst skills, like craft cryptocurrency.
Yes.
So,
In 1995,
yeah,
it's not going to be useful for 20 years. I gotta hang on.
I gotta hold
Yeah, I'm gonna be so rich someday.
one day.
Why? It's such a bummer. You're 70 years old, Agent Unlucky.
But I'm rich.
Yeah. He dies,
Fair.
yeah.
oh man. Awesome
Basically,
stuff.
like every GIF that says investor, it's all like ridiculous ass, like I'm cryptocurrency rich type crap. It's great. You should look at them if you haven't.
Nice. Do we want to tell the stream? Are we doing next week? How are we looking for that?
Next week is good for
22nd.
22nd.
Yeah, that's kind of in the middle of stuff.
Yeah.
I'm fine with it. I might be
Okay.
rushing to get the stream
We
going.
might start a little late.
Yeah, we might start a little late, but
Yeah,
other than
that's
that, we should be fine. And yeah, I do have to get up early the next day because I have to go in early, so I'm working 10-hour days.
So
Suck
we're
it
gonna
up.
run late. Yeah, stop being
Yeah,
rude.
right.
So we're also gonna run late if we start late. So don't worry about it, and
Yeah.
we'll run later than normal.
I'll just work
because-
remote for a couple hours. Yeah, that's fine.
You guys are ending up back in France. You realize this, right? Like, this is going to be a long session.
Okay.
Yeah. We're gonna have to
Blair from
translate.
France.
We're gonna do live translations.
Oh, they're gonna kill me. All right. No, I'm good for next week.
The last battle
Alright,
against the
sounds
big
good.
bad, we have to do the whole time bandits thing where we collect like heroes from all the different places we've been and bring them to fight the villain at the end.
You
Yeah.
killed all of them.
Oh, bring the librarian.
The
We'll
librarian.
find her and that guy that like we got out of the building. That
Cable guy.
Yeah, the cable guy.
Yes.
It's Jim
I'm
Carrey.
sure. Yep.
Who else did we? There was one other dude that we got out of that building too. What was his name?
Oh, I gotta.
Karoon.
Officer.
Yeah,
Yeah, you got the officer out too. I don't
Yeah.
recall his name.
Karoon.
but
That's right.
yeah.
Yeah.
you did
Yeah.
get the officer out as well. That's a good point.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So those are the guys we got to bring back to fight with us, especially the librarian.
Yes.
Especially her.
Because she's really a wizard.
Yeah.
Well, she managed to stab
like
me in the
Doctor
shoulder
Strange.
with like scissors somehow.
Yeah, she's
The
like
magic.
a Doctor Strange kind of wizard.
And then we need Bob, the bookstore owner.
Yep.
Yep.
Bob
Bobbert.
Bobbert.
Bobbert?
Yep.
Robert.
Yeah, Bobbert.
And Manny from Manny's Deli.
Oh,
So glad
Oh
you-
yes.
we can't forget Manny.
This is
We have
not a
assembled
spoiler.
the heroes of the realm.
I'm very glad you figured out his name is Robert.
Oh, man. Too much fun, folks. Too much fun we have on this stream. So, anything else, gang?
Nope.
Saturday
Well,
morning,
good night.
we're playing Jinkies. So, put on your PJs and grab your bowls of cereal and come watch us be all mystified. I think we're getting started somewhere around 10 a.m. Eastern time. Should be a good time for those of you on the West Coast who are just waking up at 6 o'clock on a Saturday morning because you're insane to join us for some cereal.
It's
Kitty!
Wednesday.
7 o'clock.
7 o'clock. Well, whatever.
Time's relevant.
Yeah.
Time's irrelevant in this.
What is
Like,
time?
what is time?
Yeah.
Time is a
1402,
construct of man to control the masses.
1995.
Time is just a construct, man. A construct to control the masses, made by the government.
No comment.
And on that, I think this is where we get to sign off for the night and let everyone know that we're having a blast playing Delta Green. So whether you're watching this on YouTube or you're watching it live here with us now on Twitch, or if you are catching this on a VOD, hit that follow button, ring the bell, subscribe to us so you get notified every time we go live. We're here at 7 o'clock every Wednesday night playing Delta Green Impossible Landscapes. Additionally, we play Dungeons & Dragons on Saturdays and other games to come soon, like Jinkies, Tales from the Loop, and others. But until next time, folks, deception is a right, truth is a privilege, and innocence, well, that's just a luxury. We're the United Adventure Company, and this has been Delta Green. Good night.